dabna that Tuesday, April 28th, 2026 in the year of our Lord. Ebusia woni say otwen wo hwe no eye nyame enwuma no baako otwen say bia twen awrade nyakukudro na kenten wo ho na ema wakoma enadin na etwen awrade enim ai woni say abrabo akwanto ayeto no empempi ato wo baabi a watwen wabompaye wanya nidaso se ebeye yie watwen ugusu akra watwen yem nanso odofo utare ana wai usia na bu hwe bibia ni hono mo asesa ewo mu otwen nyina achi no empire bebrebe a wabo fasting na hodo a waye abrabotene a wakasa wo se medie memfa benkum na mmom no mefa kwanten wei so na mabobra ebeso Kristo ani saa bere na atum se ahohiahiam unamu saa bere no ena hu se ahokyere pa adi ahokyere bi ma wo so da saa bere no mu ena wo be experience ahokyere abusua otwen eniema bebre ne womu otwen ye so frustrating say it will frustrate you emo hu say bibia kura say wodo sabe so kura no na agiegu enhyeda enye yie ene wiase a ye wen so no ye wo wiase a ye contembrantem ye bibia ye pene so ye pentemanyi ye ho ye bompa ye kura ye pese ye bompa ye no a na Nyankopon ato ade kura efri so zem no ade aba anase ye bompa ye no a na Nyankopon nam na koa bi so aka na koma kwaboa asimasi mame na chese gidigidi within 1 hour esa wosaka moa saa na sesei ene wiase no ye nkoma akwakodane aye ye nim se e wo se ye twen awrade anim e wo bibi mu se wo pere ahwehwe bibi odofo na se Onyankopon ka kire wo se meba twen me na mebre pamu no meya mawa efri sabra obeka se twen no up to the time a adekro no obeya ma no enye easy enye fedi agro obi a obeka kire wo se wo twen awrade anim agi bibi afri awrade ho no mo no ye sabe bread and butter no nipa no yo trofo emu aden ekukuru ase a wo be fam ekoma be dew arehu a obedi esu a wo be su eho sabre no mu ena wo mu a waboa wo mu mpo no wo be dan wo machia ma wo abusua emu aden papa se Nyankopon ka se twen me ba twen me na me ye ho senkyere ne eniema bebre na ye nepa awrade ahyehya ma ne ma nanso eya na enye yen time ena awrade hye ne ho animonyam na emom no eyo no ne time edo onya ka kire wo se twen me ba twen me a oh okay bi ekire David and as a David ena etu yemfo e was Psalm 27 o se twen awrade be money wa kuma pe twen awrade na twen no enya de ketwa di titu kra ne enne wiase a ye woyi a obi epentemanya ne hoyi obi epentemanya bibi obi epente wonam from di bia ekitaw ebi kwa na wo ye general manager eda dwuma ko obi ano anasa wo akwa na wo bia wo company a wo ye ne kakra wonya ya nka wonya afidie kitwa bia nke betimi de wakwa aba na nka at least o client kura no ehu a wo hu se oh animonyam wo ho kama but otare ana why customers ya dan wo machi ama wo de si na bu wonam from na sebe ka kura be san ho asa bonsu agu ho aka ho abusua me say sabre nimu ena eye bra ye fra bibi spiritual discipline Nyankopon esiesie wakai eyi Reverend Esther Nyameche ne nwom no odiye kosia oditne ye so de ye kosia ode hinta sam chire ye ebasa ye ko mano ye di sheno ono no nimnia ori ye nyanko pono eya odi ye kosie ansa no di ye na bechre scripture na make na nua na mde ayanyuma metui onyankopon duru mre bia odi ye kosie eduru ba bia na se anu adoso wo so dodo eduru ba bia na se ania ehwe no ebro so nyankopon se be babra amefa wonsie kakra na sa esie na wodi ukwa kosie no wodi tenetene wodi tutu mu nieme bia enye ewo mu no wodi yi edinye se bia nyame se twen no na eno ane se wo twen adidie ni onom ne na ene se be abrabo a ensem fata sa wo de yesa unhu nyame ani monyam da ene obetwen akosi sesebe na ebesi ba sa wunya ne mu gidie otwen no eye gidie o otwen no eye gidie mapa ena eye brenso nyame bo se de be ya spiritually obeye discipline e kire wo se ade nyina mu no fa ho to awurade so na ne bremu no obesa kan niema mama ne bremu no obesesa niema mama ne bremu no obedane niema ni ede amaw odofo ti ase esa endi se wo situation bi mu a niema mu aye den amaw menu amempa ba koso a ekura mu gidie mu koso akita wo gidie no mu because onyankopon ohun nea ofam ni nyina ote nea wo ka ni nyina eya susubo abubuo eya susubobo abribia fasedampo ema otwedi ampo nyankopon ewo nea wo fam ni mpo na no ena obema honkronkra beden abehye wo den na timi asamu ahoden na wakoso atwen ewo ni bremu na enije sem wo mu ne se ne bre no mu no o sha asiese o sha ne ho animu nyama afei eniema ebe oti ho no mu an obi asada fro besin ko choose a car of your choice oti ho no ma obi afro bese edai we me se me de chew afei wo se wo nyansa na wo de aso nhire num what as here wo se djuma na asa kate asiso a customers so wo free hin na eba so mo free hin na eba o mo base buruburu na we ma contract na we say yes na bedru sa na esogu wa no na wo refi the pains you went through eti odofo te nyame ka se twen a ema na nye kwa manfa so mra so bo abrabotene ne ye ne ebeso awrade eni na ono so beye wakoma so ade ede amaw ejidifo nyina momunka amen kese pa amen
ono here you Pentecost head and all the chairman na make us we nyame nipa yes the better mo then next time okay ma form to that level the warning the catcher okay so yes from free zones authorities from me Dr. Maria we say the warning yes said next time we descend to that level more fire so descending back from more fire but you know politician we will deal with him as a politician asama like say o abusia yeah the need man no me the need man this time say we ye nyame ni say anwa wo no so what you say enya anwa asem anwa wo ne so sa nko me kan de kan ye ye mpesa me kire ne say ye de need man no say we ye Pentecost for chairman okay sakasa na wo kasa ye no a highly political statement oza yes how nanado etiase no ati akonya so no na ukọ enkua mining communities na ensuo let se mpampa utumi de wonsasa ne gu nsem and let se mpampa no Ghana ha na oni Ghana oh no Ghana na Ghana ha na oni Ghana no Ghana ohun ya na wa hu ohun ye ene je ba ye measures are we put in place ensuo no afei etimi rane stability level that etimi flow no fire eti wontimi ntina ho nka nche se hu difference ebia wo ensuo ne mu ensuo na ni ate flow se na nado time na ensuo no flow eti se we ye sofo na se asem a da ho a ye nokre wo se wo beyi wa sofo ntade ato ho afa political dress ahye political lens akasa next time you be treated as a politician. This time you're the best pen. Yes, sir, no. Osha suni ni sofu juma. Se na nado tena so na enso ntimi enflow. Na enso ntimi rane. Na wuntumi ehye forest no mu ehse Ghana no. Se wo se wo ehu na enso na ni ti no. E no ba be ka sa statement ni. You're the better no for this time. Yes, sir, no. Only ni sofu sem. Onja politics na ye politics. Unless it's okay so join politics. Or my hunu. If he wants to join politics, he should let us know. Next time, then we deal with him as a politician. But today, you be man say or you suffer.
Dr. Mary,
chairman of our church. You know, myself, Honorable Elder Ofosu Ampofo, our local government minister, and several others are members of your church. A few days ago, one of our colleagues, Dr. Mary slipped a bit against you. And I want on this occasion to commemorate my birthday, to let the whole church forgive us. It was just a slip. It wasn't intentionally done to malign our church. I believe sincerely that you forgive her and forgive us and accept us as your children. God richly bless all of you. Chairman of our church. You know, myself, Honorable Elder Ofosu Ampofo, our local government minister, and several others are members of your church. A few days ago, one of our colleagues, Dr. Mary slipped a bit against you. And I want on this occasion to commemorate my birthday, to let the whole church forgive us. It was just a slip. It wasn't intentionally done to malign our church. I believe sincerely that you forgive her and forgive us and accept us as your children. God richly bless all of you.
Inti hane ya nyese bia di nipa ko having pe na nipa no ma sitene mu nso ya dwen no nso and inti na it may be a prisons na ye fo ne ye we nyina so de bia e beboa on my man nso because omu nyina ye asori ma ye wa be o che Ghana mu a ekuta 13%. Inti se Ghana nko ya affect your members inti se ekomo affect them inti ye adwuma no ye nse de ye super ye every facet of it be a young one. To make us say, hi, I'm in so cry, you never best to cry, and until yet to Toroba, ye, so guma, said the bear, on penny panento, being so a galam say, I say, Nunawa Kunyare. Into your guso, I see a can handsome. Then you are buying boom, Naemi and yet me, and so much. You might call your name into your Ghana, and I Juma, into be a Indonesia. Indonesia saw alcohol last year. Ain't me here because Ghana. Sorry. To for Pentecost, if you have an ayako a man in us, it you could do Indonesia. Unti me yeska enye normal benya ayawaha because 85% of the Pentecost population now. But we are advancing the mission from Ghana into other nations. Sanity to kakra won so mun su benyi o fa o ma sofo ni nyina bomu de o modos chen Ghana sofo because nations no dos chen Ghana it is sanity into your global church ni ti e wa ha ti efi ha na ye adwuma into ye be ye Ghana mu adwuma na abo mo so ye interventions bebre but don't say me gina ho be 1.5 ye did omo ye nyina be ka ho anke point sanity.
Talking about Galamsey, I have heard that there is somebody who says that some senior pastor has talked against Galamsey, and so he is shouting at him. Tell that woman we are not afraid of her. It's not about party. We are not afraid of anybody. Like the Pope said, I'm not afraid of Trump's administration. If something is sin, it is sin, whether it is under Akufo-Addo or under Mahama or whoever. If it is evil, it is evil. You Ghanaians, you sit there and let the Galamsey go on. All your children and grandchildren will just die early. The thing is so evil. I don't understand why. I do, sorry for this digression. I do remember when I was chairman of Christian Council, I went with the current president, the Church of Pentecost head. We went to the then president and told him that Galamsey should stop. I was the one that led the delegation. We talked about it. It's not just during this, it's not about party issues at all. If people cannot think beyond party, they should stop opening their mouths. And I'm serious about what I'm talking about. We are not afraid of anybody. No party. We were there before there was party.
may stress unfair in the process of also expressing myself in response to the statement he made. So me can assembly and can may retract and apologize to him, the Church of Pentecost, and the general public. May stress unfair in the process of also expressing myself in response to the statement he made. So me can assembly and can may retract and apologize to him, the Church of Pentecost, and the general public.
Enka mepe aka nsem mienu anasa niema mienu na nka na mepe aka ho asem nia ekoso South Africa maimu ena yen dumso yi asabo sete san yi obi ntimi hunu me dia in fact affect me pa madam 4 days enra ena chese mitimi eda ya me hu se me daka niam 4 days within the 4 days no so no ye dum no a asanwumre be 7:30 to 7:40 wono na omaso awunim se bia wo beto ntare bia na wo be bibia 8 o'clock grind no masan dum no omudum no a wo beda wo hye mu saa made a chesen we amoakwa adwuma aba na no anwumre no 7 to something no na no so masan so omusa se kobo 8 ya fwen no masan dum no. What kind of child's play is this? Eche ya nsa na wo mo ba beka se akosombo ahye na wutie nsem kura omusa ekeka ho se na MPP for na akwa I mean, how possible? How it is will be this high explanation man na me gina ho di na me hwe nipa no, because I can't think far. Say nipa na ono ekwa kodum no ono de ono ne kifie nka na atwa ho ahia nipa na amoso na di gya koto oye MPP ni o se party ni on na di gya ekoto akosombo dam num wo mo na edundum no ene fa ekosin me sure say aban yi ba ye there are so many positions because say you must appointment say a political appointment the moment aban oba na appointing uni efri so pepepa ususu adwuma bawie you have to pack and go. All these things moye and where from this blame game say NPP for na one more edundum nkania one more adwuma o ECG ho no edundum for what na me minim say mete da akoman na me adwuma o ECG ma kodum da akoman for nkania say me huru manim kosoro anasa de anasa makotwe ja e de atum say be ya da akoman ne other places baby a mabusuafo te gabi baby a mabusuafo te ho nkwa na nkama nkania na so ya baby a memete eni baby a mabusuafo te ho na nkama nkania agina so more eni mebi wo ho no mo a aban no should set up on it because I say ya yo ono kwandodo ono kwandodo enti mo set up na mo hwe se sika na wase ye pompe egu ye energy no mu a mo me pumping anase bia nimdie bi na atosin wo baby a aban dada no kwan yo mo fa so manage ye power no mu hu omo so that they also give you their bits na yetimi dia hwe atoto ne ma because amemo na ye ntoaso obi nkasa me de me ba me na me de light yi ba ye ntine me nkofo nkwa na enem me na me manfa we ya menti we num nkofo enasum ye nyina se sum ba ye nyina ye dem ehan ba ye nyina ye dem. Oh Majari me mo akwa aba
ya me de bia ma ti say
nyame adom na nso
nyame adom boko
ya radias ena ye kan dum so na kakra mpese ye South Africa na ye koso no so kakra esos
okay
na dum so ye say MPP for no na edundum nkane ano
eno hwan no na ka sense no
minim
everyone no ka sense no
minimo
but yes maintain free on my penny ano na maintain free energy minister
me kai say
na sa communicators na ana party echitafo na wo mutimi pia wo parties eduko opposition wo mo na ka sense
okay
wo ma sa party for na wo mo epia wo mo party no mo de co-opposition so assembly ba wo mo enhwe de ebega wonim say ye ma me merewusi de kra no so wonim say na party for na ebi ba be defend you na ke bi ba be defend na wo mo say de bi we no wo mo defend enye ye wo mo na wo mo pia mo parties na de koto mu bunum no because asamaba omampanyi briefing be na uni enti omampanyi be boy amane say upgrading na ekoso no na omampanyi nim say nkrofo bi na wo mo ahye dan na wo mo ya bibifo nti na wo mo dundum no na omampanyi no nim ana so just say energy minister onim say nkrofo bi ya bibifo wo mo dundum no bi do Ashanti region wo mo so my transfers shake-ups bi asi ho fine eti ntwehwemba betodwana se nipa bi na achada na sabotage a sana eno ne ahwe ho asama
yeah you have to punish them
ba me de sa ho ne de medum so no
because me ba see wa hai magem see wa hai na bia ye adwuma ye wa hanom asa ye keta ase ho nom na ye yi ni si ye
pokuso
good na no mu ho ye wa ha ne jato mu yes na was say automatically bibia echo of e no no ba sa no a ne aka say bia Faradix na she da eno odija ekoto mu na ehye na wanya de afrim
ana say ebia obi a ono no time despite media
na dija kwakoto
editu mo no sa kasa ne de na make say sa kasa ne de eye men kan say ye muguo eye street language bi so na party agitafo ni bi eka inti me ka tro me tu omofo so me tu omofo na omuntie enso ya na asem na bem me ka tro me say ensem na omoka no wo mo ha energy minister wo mo ha omampanyin na nkasa ya to abade ama no wo mo say ha omo party eti wo ma eka sa ansem no so wo mu nimo a mo adwe say mo ka dey defend mo party but mo ha mo party it means say you are not facing the realities so they are here because really then ra minister in chiremo de ma ye ya wa ba be chiremo we ni ye eno ama say na esisi ye machines ye installed capacity ye dependable ye capacity ni nyina wa church ni nyina mu so what you see it impine ye born say ye be me ye ho bre na wo matimi awie adwuma no na kan ye retuma ye de ejina nine so because NDC ba ye kan ye na ejina nine so pen a ye bo aban na ba so na we de kan ye de say de ejina so kama pa yes first year 2025 no mo
abra na mo na wo sisi ya na mo na wo
wo ma na wo ho enti kan ye na ejina na nine so pa e me ye kan because who said the NDC ba for na edundum no e wo won ketenkete because who say MPP so one be face the latter part of 8 years no and the be real but I feel be jina na so kama and obi an complaining so say the city no nti say na BBC akwa no match so how we work on here and when I say be say we deal with the problem na you face the realities rather than say petty partisan politics emwa etu ni pa no dey sign no man ko be memwa na biama way energy minister so inchire model man no eto asomo yesom na ECG for so one say ne one sign the notice aba one more chire areas e be affected because we say akoso mo units no say 6 units afi no mo dey 2 about the mainstream no mo
okay
and we go so sie ya kana ba be ka ho enti no so mo ye ho adwuma so enti e bon pa so mo be wie na ama aye me no mo akakra
okay
na ba bi o mo fix transformers ne so no won betimi awie na power net my stable so at say no na say yagitum said the campaign for aka kire ni na ye nyaa de aye keka de fa ho na no mo yesa na mo magana fo binom no ebufu because say your how we wo aso how be did say be how man panyin because record be da ho say mmiri bi ye de dumso mu mfie be miensa so enti no na ebo amanfo ho no but we have to admit say yagitum say your how na ba it is say yes na ye resolve sa how the free ho na ye nyina ye ho to enti brief na ye nyaaye no ye ma ye nyina ye ho de say wonyi nimpo kra na ye ma ye ho ye benefit of the doubt say ye ma ye ho break akra say wo metim de siesie no mo de amaye na ma nkane na etim agina ne nan so rather than say e bi ede be kan say ma de opposition for ndo mo de be ye mo de be kan sem so just here because set time na MPP for so mo ye dum siesie no NDC for am ho ato mo enti MPP for so nya de be ma NDC for ho ato mo na NDC for so de bia make say they should know say enya de MPP for no be ma ho ato mo ene de is a pepe ene be cause but realities ne ye one no kre no e da won e ba kope enti ye wa twenye mu ye ma ye ho bre ye hwe say empanfo betimi a resolve de amayen na manka ne timi gina ne nan so but some partisan politics na ye de say no ene say e be cause wa na ye de partisan politics no ye de enya de be boa yen emwa ye obabia because say BBC ba wo de wa ba ni mu kra na yes I like the way some NDC communicators kra no gitum say there be de akwa di antwe be kan yen de akwa be yes they are facing their realities so and in the same vein what ye MAAME Biamah die yes NDC communicators ni be guys MAAME there be one can say because no ma we MPP for ye bi template no ho template ne da ho a wo mo ye bi enipa ni bi eye bi o kasakra o ka o mu fi so but o fi a wow Ghana ni no so tini ba bi din na o hwe mo ye nyina Ghana for de but o tini ba bi ni ebri ni do a bo so na punish o we punish very simple so they say eti dia ye kan say ye ma ye homre na emma se wo me wa ban mu no ebe so metentan e na wo mo opposition no so no wo be kaja wo be twani twan me de anya wo mo na me hwe me de dia ya boy amane no na me fa na so official statement aye nyina ye hwe se nya me be ya dom na se dia awodiwi awode kafra sa awode so na ye nyina ya twen se ebe boa na ama bibia etimi aye kama eno ene ye hwehwe eno ene ye hwehwe nti we nye kasatenten nye kasatenten kra good na we xenophobic attacks
meba
ana wo kwa ba
meba ma say voice ansana yaka eno ho asem ti ma mekitu
mate
Oh, Manu, what's his name? Mandela. Who did you know? Manu. Mandela. Time I hear war Akonyano Sino Obaha on 2 occasions. Second occasion, or Yasika, you breach into the bank. You 1 million man. No go here no multi-party democracy. Okay, he went to lots of places. They gave him good money as well as for his foundation. We could only afford 1 million. And he went and won the presidency. What happened? So at the time he emerged as president, Kufuor too had become president in Ghana. Kufuor sent a delegation to go and give him a national award and to invite him to visit Ghana. He accepted it and he told the delegation, by the way, when I come to Ghana, I will say thank you to Rawlings. The delegation came back and informed Kufuor. They gave him the award, so and so, and he accepted it and said, by the way, when he comes, so and so. Invitation, say, Mandela, Nombeka say, thank you to Rawlings.
Where Ghana, former president, the late His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings. At the time, Nelson Mandela, the late South African president, Nelson Mandela, na o san beye mampanyi e wo South Africa na o pese ne man o chichire ne yi o ba Ghana e be pesika e ma yenso ya na ne yachi ama no ye boa no so onye no fa nko chichire ne man enne looking at what is happening in South Africa
no man for sorry no
sorry bro Ghana for sedenti ye free ye man mu aba wo mo e man
wo kra wo say de ne ha wo adwenwu ya na say de
na me say na maja me ba mama no si de ne yaso ye twen
sesen ado ba say ye de
ye twen sesen
ye de ne say
tit for tat de fa he so mo pam Ghana fo a yesusu ye pam na anakroma South Africans ni ha
omu go abebre
ti de ne ye twen
abande ye
ne obi anko ni memo obi abeko. Because this is not the first time. This is not the second time, Bo. It has happened several times.
Yes.
It did any train view. Yen kunkum Ghana for South Africans as so and Zani and Yaba and Huswana said.
Now them say proud to a xenophobic attacks in Ukraine. I walk one more South Africa. One more bre because a train away ya you salon obi to me ba no ba benya confrontation we kun ato no ko na me ka say madam fu bi no me mate Shangam na ne guy named Shangam Alex ono so no o
baba the Alex for and
Alex for den say okay Alex for me ne ko job in secondary school o mu kun no to the barbering salon
South Africa
so o man bi a ko ne say the hotie no so chese yan shani yan South African Union sorry because African Union they have to do something about it
no more no be
because yan turn South Africa for there be no and na wo mu birim nkrofo and na South Africa for wo so ma hokho mo pam for what reasons they say at the end they say awokho ne ba ho no adwuma so to mo nya benye eye ohawa asoman no e say bibi ma nyina yetimi kan hu bom na yeka bi yepe bibi ka che South Africa for na time mo ko ahohiahia mo no bibi man na sori ye gina mo de ma o mo ye gina mo de ma o mo papa so dey ase enti esa ade we na sa tax we kra because between 2000 and 2003. So me experience in South Africa. Well, woman ye nipa bi a woman aka say well eno na engineer man aba be drew say because as a woman I don't know say abrofo no na woman no motena na ma nunkum bi wo mumu yes South Africa well I just want to say ya bi wo mumu sanity in the capital ya bi wo mumu so I say one more I say ya bi say then now o kra wa ba wa ya struggle one I say sa no man wo mu eno na engineer man aba be do this level so that's here eno na engineer man aba be do this level so I think say it say be my timi original year na ka bibi de kire omo because almost some crofo wa man ahodo so na da bia na mo bro crofo na mo ku crofo o share videos ni be kra ya reko na videos na current videos there they are current because me try na say and now we maybe so video no be about in South Africa na ebu a me hwe kra na eme wan
mono chi
you very bad the cost one they are very bad it I believe say it say be mind to me so na ye kra Ghana yen so ye say ye kra ye ne de yen crofo ye affected no how far I see it many updates
say yeah can't tell woman say montana dem
no mo hye dem
montana dem montana dem montana dem nkosi da ben nkosi da ben
biama
ete ya pam mo ya so ya pam hafo ndi obi ekoni nchi
anaka ya pam hafo no so no
simple
so I didn't change your bad mo do I know me
because this not maybe if this is the first time and that's a diplomatic way of doing things I find that's the right thing
yeah.
But they see several times. How many times? I don't say see ansana. Yes, we are reacting. Actually, say you and the sukoko ye num na suye jati fita.
The outcome there, and bad. They are there way, but I think
very painful.
It's like a lasting solution to Saudi way. I say be there. It's a one day. You better so man be so for so. As sorry, South Africa for more so minus one. Kunkum. You mean you are no more one day about say a bit much start every baby. It bounds to happen. Another kind. A bit much sorry every baby.
No, you are drinking.
No, it's a lasting solution to it. As I do a bit disturb we am very big. A bit disturb we are near your African free trade. Yeah, what treaties baby. South Africa no say call cry your visa on arrival. And we have an idea. You win na more crofo kunkun crofo all because anybody about chrome for what reason
and who obi aka cho se menye adwuma ya adwuma
so nyanse
ya adwuma obi aka cho se menye adwuma
nyanse bia say ye hu de ntia woman na sa de na ma ne ho mere so say a group of people bi na wo mo shada no mo no me ntia se ba ku bia me hu e wo airport one of the airports na as one more bunny pana meaning na crofo bi share jacket say post for as one more they can't even protect the person it's bad yeah in fact and yet bibi ho say it yes say it mean lasting solution to this problem
papa Jerry
let's say it mean pa
Jerry me da se
me da se pa
I was here for 100.9 and I was so ego a OTN no me Jerry awie adru so for adwenkyere brand sem mienu ne yaka ewo apono yi eso dumso na face South Africa xenophobic attacks are ekoso editiatiru Ghana for ai hunfo ni ade abegu social media ma ye hu it won so wadwen ewo ho enesen 0302243540. Hello,
good afternoon.
Yeah, ejao na mpacho mpom te sen
mpacho nyame gusu hweme
yeda Yesu ase
woni mageri ene o mampen yamba ya boame
yo yenso ya famu die erade nka wo ho isa no krasa mpacho yeti o
me da se me kwasa Africa so ba dia mageri na se etutu le ho anu da jina mpacho akonya wo hotel na chia ni baba
me bacho an obetimi a chia ni baba ko
so ma membo chief of staff abaso na wona juma pa na oye juma dinya ko nka no na jo asama so se me nkancho so chia pa nto ko communication akai no obaba eye dumuso aban me say John Dramani Mahama aban eba that na Jesu almost 1 year yeko 1.5 year mi hu nso biara ewo na mamu me fa say that so ibaye ebe trees mwani ana ye hu se se ni ma si ekoso na wo kasa no wo say yenko ko so to aban ne ka mu no sɛ ɔmo toto yɛ pa ɔmo yɛ ɔmo toto yɛ bɔne a ɔmo yɛ anaasɛ toto yɛ pa because yɛ wɔ ma yi mekae sɛ wɔn pɛ so dum so ɛma otumfoɔ nneɛma koraa sɛe ɛma ɔmo tɔn nneɛma de kɔ pata otumfoɔ eti sɛ nkɔmɔ yɛ ɔmo nneɛma yɛ wɔ energy sector ka ɛbɛ sɛ nkɔmɔ bɛtɔ TV ne fridge ɛde akɔmɔ otumfoɔ sɛ ne leg na sɛ ne nneɛma no ɔmo de kɔ replace eti MPP aban anyɛ hwee ɛwɔ energy sector dum so na ɔmo de gya yɛ na pɔ akakyira mo nsɛntwerɛ sɛ momma yɛ time table na nyɛ ɔmo na ɔbɛma yɛ time table na South Africa ne deɛ ɔbaapa yɛn nuanom Ghanafoɔ yi a yɛreka wɔn asɛm yi a wɔn radio station baako afrɛ Ghanafoɔ a wɔ South Africa bebree ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ti yɛka ti yɛrɛ fɔm kora nya deɛ ɔmo bɛba ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ma eti ɛdɛn na Ghana ban ɛbɛyɛ fa ho ɛni so ne nyinaa ne sɛ yɛbɛkɔ akɔfɔ ɔmo aba ɔmo nso so ɔmo ma eti sɛ yɛyɛ ɔmo dɛn ɛkwan na South Africa for ɛfa so ɛnyɛ eti sɛ tua bi na ɛbɛti ɛde atua ɔmo man mu a yɛn tua bi ɛnkyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɛkwan na ɔmo fa so no ɛnyɛ obi to aso.
Medasipi, hello, good afternoon. Hello. 0302243540. Hello. Hello. Hey. Akatia si telephones na sunso ana.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pacho Dini baby afrefi.
Mami daga.
Yes.
Mami biamah akwapo.
Yes.
Wa unya ba mamu ani fita me sila sama.
Fita papa.
Mami cha woni mi aminia a oya makonta magari.
Wate so.
Na ni America ne se ni ekoso South Africa no. Aya na emi ya. Emi ya se ye nyina ye nipa ba ko. Me se emna na mo find efo so we to no. Na mo kofo bia, hemu wo from port that time. Me se e bota o mo nyum na. Metimi su esan say wo mo ye nia no na Africa countries ita ka bom ama ne mo nya independence a kena mo de ye Ghanafo kena mo de ye wo aya you sorry this is the time in here wo edu bia ya me hu nyomo patre omo sorry and energy we need here me class also say by next week going the great John Mahama government on be solve problem no. No more so beta dia ban no mo ni magua me da tena mi jira
menso me da sipi hello
good afternoon teacher
good afternoon nyame adomo Pacho Dini baby afrefim
Joe Ashama
Joe bibi abokode
nyame super na Pacho nso
adom ne kita yenko
me da se mi nyaba oni mami ka bibi nkyere o se o si NDC mu consult aban etwem ọmọ ejuma bọni no mbeye no ena abawe aba o sisi abawe 2016 abawe ko na ye lighting system na ejina so pa na ejina so yie but omunyama bọni omo beye ye ti 2024 omo ko no nyama bọni no omo ye wo ECD sector no ena ama nyama etiti fansan ene ma joma ama mamu ene oye ni kan o si Ade no bi be ka se obi na akwa opposition na akwa foshi transformer no. Betima no kura mi nuaba. Aya politics na ye no. The opposition betima ye bia na wa ye ni no governable no. Enu eno mo ye na ene no. It is a ka bibia sometimes say amumu ni mo. Ba ye grassroots ye conform aba. Ye nim na ye kapa because our opposition do be ye bia aba no na enim enya emba nya efa manipa no. Enu no be ye e dey am manfo ne hu. And it is a cabinet and Pamuchomandi South Africa for no. Missy, young me Joe Ashama Minoka, a young player, but Trimpa, South Africa for no Muswan or Musom Chrome. Because you're trying to see a bayano, Nya, never did, Midonia, no Muki and Coffo. Maybe simple, maybe some Miniaba. I make a fast your friends, MTN for the South Africa for the. Uko your friend God TV and I
DSTV.
I mean, yeah, DSTV. I mean, almost fighting more than 40 or Ghana. One who said Ghana for Obiako Yom Batabatebi. Nay, any munete, Yana Nimu Bibia, na ultimate chinipa enemy hu social media bi oni pattern photo South Africa ni bi ti talk to bi o je ti no wa fonu to ekunu na president asabi na adi won from president and adi won from onu tutu I say to ka bibi man man for no estro no no je o ka say enkofo no o ma be South Africa juma for ye oh me see Ghana de bia ya ye hu say ye Christopher abro so tutu ye hu ye Christo tem no na birumu di edem mini aba mumenya ba ko ne me see ye ba ko awon abrofo no kata kilometro ye o Ghana ase ni da ase
Mensomeda Sipi. Hello. 0302243540. Hello.
Soja.
Yeah, abai.
One.
Yanko.
Me dance. Mami tia ye chama. Emi sa chama de obi antimi ntaki no ono post. Ana abai ni Collins ye nyina ye ko Collins ko for amomole ana mi sumi ko for Bunkatamanso Deputy Communication. Mami Soja, emi say mami Dr. Meriewusi issue no. Emi say ya waba be patcho ma your chief of staff nso abe patcho nti nka minya ya nka sa asem no kra de enkoda. Mami Soja, uti emaye mfa blame ma opposition for awo nkanye ya edudum yi. Mami Soja, yembucha say adentina Kania dunduma affect Ghana for na MPP for nko ade omani ade Mami Soja mumma yembusa yemu sa question nso se MPP for Argentina Kania dunduma omani ade se anya microphone ya na kwame nkumatan omuya omadi so prima yembeti akoso monti Ghana ane eti Mami Soja ye kan ye nimu de ye kan o microphone we ye nimu omu fititi Omudin Kwan or Musisano. A Clofonia no Muti flowers in a bomb, Cosa, Colabin Sase, Omufan Cosa, Amikuman Sanem Kunu Kuran Friviasi. None of my papa, Nibayena, and Karen Gru money. It's the any moment. Yama Papa Pia, the Papa of my woman, own pet. It's Yaka, Yenumudeaka, and a South Africa issue, Mami Soja. Mamin Katra Munamutia, South Africa. Nibia omo grow for mututu kwanyina aye investors o so ordinary person bia ni wo be Ghana ha say oba be ye boyo oba be diga say wo table su ni ade ti say de ye ko ho a ye ko ye no enu ti wo ti mi ko attack omo investors no e de ye so what I say na mo mi yan grow for na omo wo no ye ni omo a na ti say de Nigeria for yi e wo ha ya wo ko sekra Omudi ye nyina de titai. Ukwa on mwewo kana foni other African countries no. Ewo obebre. But owu do mkro fono emba hamba ye sanje ba. Ama wanya paise ukwa inti investors no na ye ko attack omo anase wan. Nyaminka ye hu.
Onka onso ho medasipi. Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Niao Biama.
Collins.
Hello.
Boko die.
Yanko Pando.
It's you. Mate.
Now, point of correction. Abai, who call deputy communication officer? I will go Katamansu, a constituency. I'm a lady, a lesser area. Then they call Trubu. Aha, a daily Trubu. Deputy communication officer Trubu constituency. And I say my Jew, fantastic man. Any share many party and this woman and I see of papa. Can you imagine saying, Yama, share President Mahama 1 day and what I need. Can you imagine more?
Collins, Bajo, my own sugar grandma.
Okay, Mate, was me a doom 15 months. And this is President Mahama. Abom hu modie gesi Ghana bakosimuda ye da kosole be na wotwe me rupe kani dududum we ababe kata nyoma and this ya yina so enu ni ade a enye me ya ase chefe mini pedua na bibia gire fi bibie mu a me hwehwe a me hu because man kema me wo biama me fa ha hey Collins tinye ni ejimu ni pa hey ye mu di ye kodie na me magani energy minister was because you know mo e bia kani ene nam a enche e be so aba share this is the time best NDC ni oto abama NDC no fa no ko share sa position no na yi ni ote ho no so wutini yi ni free ho afa no ko to be foforo na wo de mo fa share say ampa yi na ye Ghana for the bad ya ikofo bi shade ni ti biama e no mo sabotage. I'm telling you the gospel fact. Then you tell my joke, you move be your form any yako. If I look here, MPP, and your press conference, no more, and you are more there. Say, and this is the mobile, they said, do so. Then said, do so. President Mahama, you are yin, almost come back, who cry them, so, or yeah, no more can you say, do so. Having, Mantima, you do light every day in, day out. You can live in this. You come on to Mukase, okay. No, for some is speaking out. So people say yes, I'm part of your but you are wishing, let's say, Kasabu, almost no. And before the end of next month, the Bia Beko ye. South Africa and Assembly, ain't can be Kurani, Yami.
Meda Sipi 0302243540. Hello. Good afternoon. Hey, Akatia Sansi Zubi. 0302243540. Hello? And Council Bapa Rose, Queen of the Airwaves. Oshahopa Utio. All right, what's a yanko?
Mammy Sammy Papa on a wood than a matin. Minya, you see, I got the light of Fatona. All radio station in Eka. But the very become Ghana for President Mama buy a year plus like dinner soon. Ghana for your bonabato. But we ben want to be at the Sagino. But then not like me dinner today. Ghana for me now your bonabato.
Queen of the Airwaves. Queen of the Airwaves. Mekai pa yes da bonabaso. Ye bonabaso pa me ni nua be ma odi ahenkan. Ye bona baso obi sefem pa Manjeri ka ho ai ye bona baso ya light ni gina so no yes
but we transform ma penny ma ye ti ase transform it ni na dodo na ye dada enti o ma to fufo e di abanti almost isa en na me no kata mi dai tumu ma de ti ma tumu anda enti ye na affect ye ni na enti o ma penny to mu ye exchange enti ye stress on abo jonji na pose ofan na yesi fomu ena me fast stress district dia omo amu ye dima wa yesi de no omo ni ko because enu amenya information wa chama ne kodu wa na voice no ko eso mo ye two guys omo share yesi jatare omo be dina transform na e wo municipal assembly nenim pe omo dina ho mu bie ye no omo adum like no na omo ko ye enti du ho achama e ko off ena enti me stress mo ye ya bia transform awo ho nko bi da be doom letter. We make it short and we be some question. Mama, you this a mobile down on the pota. We think of what you might delight of him. And to next say, this could be you should before more on when you call well, when you transform in now, the cost with a bonnet for video margin. We like to fat some way. And one now, my papa is saying, don't the money, Mahama, Fati. Light of us, we have a covering now. But Miss Frey on abo donjina po on fa ne 90 form. Say ye binom na edi abro so on fa ne 90 form. Say ye problem so on fa ne 90 form. Obetumi aye enti na ite se be don do man mama edi hye me nsa. Enti o ma na ni call isi ju hu. No bo mode no ye juma na ye nya ye hu to ye. Me da mo afi.
Men so me da sepe 0302243540. Hello, good afternoon.
MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO Otemenka Orobo People in life.
Yes, you.
Come cantonment to market. Accra, Ghana. MAAME BIAMAH Wadama, where there?
Onyango po adumara kwa.
Nyango po ma wa de papa. Only Magdari mo ho program wa. Ani ye papa mo ma ye chorus no. Ye benefit papa nyango po nchira mo. Yo, Jama Boga. Light of unti. Maba madam for the friend Jama Boga. Oh, can you see? On na dey radio to need FM. And the Jama Boga, the minister papa. MAAME mpacho, mami chere baba ko no nko manim. me pa cho Greater Accra woman organizer oba Naomi Akosuya Owusu Greater Accra hanyina woman organizer Naomi Akosuya Owusu nyanko ponto no no an eko bo cheja akode wa fa da o national chairman okọ maame me sa tia freedom so no ya papa Mahama no wonder some yeda esunu empie na yo na majari say empie na yeda dum so do mu e Ghana obi ani tua and no wonder say ya na de ni biom na obi na da UCD ano na so o te o ya MPP ni ku yi na fi ho ana o mo ajo konkonte ni kwadu nyina o mo ya NDC fo o mo nyina nko no mo ba amu ya MPP fo no mba mo ajuma na hoga ya ma ya ituma mu fo na nya ho paso no o nya ana we ya MPP ni no mo yina di we MPP ni no mo yina mo yina di no kwa mo ni kan ya ni jira so no me pa ajo na anya o mo na na edewa na na mo ya endi ma le le kare o mo ya na so ti wa mo ejemu di ta
medase be
South Africa dia no South Africa o mai bia o ya Africa ha o como you know na just when you here and you Ghana for ho no me e ka me go na ba ana wo utu kwa so akọ no me nko tra ha na yo e ba o ta ye duma bra ni ento ogbelu e wo tantamanto o benya ti da ta o ye no ma oni nyango fo nya duma
Eraden Council medase pe orobo medase hello good afternoon Bacho ni baby afrefi. Hey, yajo ni apanyi. Mate medase. Ye jina ye no ahoma ni twetwa sisi. Aha, nyame adome ho ye na nso e. Aha, emu ye kakra. Sela we dey wada o ma me so sign bra biem miensa sign free biem hello emu twitwa wo kasa no mu twitwa hello aha mbacho kasa hello anaya Yanko. Na ya kasa ite o.
Mamencia me mame hawa kumsi. Ani adwen kase adwen boadu. JFK Jackson kon ko di ame champion. Mame edru ba bi a ho. Na ye nuan ma NDC for say e ni da ho say bo apayo untimi na wa ti wona ka say MPP for e na akọ etwitwa homa mu na ko a ye wura Mahama na wo power na wa so obi akotwa homa mu a na bra ni ndi ya o ka sem say ya sabe ye nkwala sam say MPP ni ndi on pesa obeda light wa fa eja so de kwa akọ light mu ase light no ayan kwala uko kasem we chire Ghana for ye be hu say kwala asem na asem a wo kan ye kwala asem so ati ase ya to abama ase o mapaki wo aduma na so bebe mu atototo ni ama Ghana for mu ato enya se wo ye kwotwa just man wo kai papa we kwam na don ko kai ye wa Mahama time ena kwam na don ko so obeti CC o ha na abana na ye wa Mahama appointing as a minister Papa na nkotoku afa Kruwanshim ama yero Mahama pamo enti don so no mame legacy da ho ma yero Mahama enya je obetimi anya don so no ho fe ka omo ka se yero Mahama eso bu don so no 2016 asa na wo fi akwa na da na mo ba mo see 2016 na ma be face problem na even your rose by or say you mama like a general for year and yamona baso na nado dan ko kuku adon 4 years ye tra konwamu o tra konwamu 4 years wan ko do so muta ma me obetumi asem na we kan sam ye ko for obetumi asem tab ye ko akonya so yet light move 4 years. I was in another 4 years no. And also your term 3 years. 1 year the last 1 year economy problem. That was life. You Mahama you to like you to abamo bia now the for this. Mame, they am here cemetery do man say you do like. Papa when Ghana for okay, one for Ghana for the bia fan ho. Nanka de am here say man, we be the free education abadomo. No be aka church the free education me ba ma be say ko mama. Na Ghana ni akugina da mu the free education akoko abama akoko. Oh brother nyanko for mame.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Hello.
Yeah, MAAME BIAMAH, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Pacho. Didn't you be a free?
Pacho, your friend me Mishak. Asante, me kase free. Amasamai.
You, Mishak, it you.
Yeah, MAAME, energy. One summer by a kind of. Ubie no hano. Tabe, na me dem ma de chin. Enne me ba me nipi a me de yetuma. Nanso, yesa abano. Everything. Our dear bar, and cry and then cry. Na be ya so be better say master enkosia be be free na kwala ho yenim the university capacity NDC under President Mahama the first step or the eka the power ho MPP for say America ho so ni Mahama be free am ni so by a kai 20 before say MPP be free no e kai say ni odun so am Ghana force to schedule so me look at e ma to boku prempe e so mo fa table mra am o ka so mo fa ma wo pe no fa wo de bra enti e ni kasa e we free hu ye ni e si na obibini e die na wonti na o man pani Mahama ba mu Ghana for ye bona baso so inflation stand rate when we be akoye no ye say be before pe die o mu betimi aye anya bibia ka en say dunso be be e ti so obi kotwa eja atu be no we ena dia emrema obi say voter ayi we akoso bondam eno ho ha na etatum enwanwa enti adie bi a ewo ho we be sabotage ewo ho nko adie obi beti a practice elutka bese onabu ayi dojirapo so omumodi no mu fo mesi fo na APP for die ye nimomu efitete wo so ayi ena no circle APP ni bi hu me mo di dun so ba ye beto betia mo tie se wo bo se o na ko obi a wo da sumu mi so mi da sumu na ho sisi eye den na dun so ba na wani age ye se asemu a adanse ni ho no ye twabi ni e de aya danse ye APP for ni mu bi anu de e be kan na aka ni tira ta se wo so mo stu no o mo ban a mo de na di emra dun so kakra ya ba ya e te so mo ni mu bi na yes o mo bo ene tira na ekoto aba o ana na tinachi abanu 2028 e dey say am start here mu je we so ana ye dunu so beto ti am no say yes o bo aye ye po bo 2028 say o mo raise pa dey no o mo be jira so I campaign before me busamo enti mu ba na mu tietiem asif say ni mu record enti ye kanu energy sector dey no way you can compare MPP to NDC especially under the regime of President Mahama the president we blame a modern bar or boy enti na pa ye nebo say the abana ye no they say am pa so transformers mu su a almost sa sprinters baby am ye aduma wo ma be sisa ye the transform esi etia pen kana mia me blame so mu so o ma sisa it is ko down o say this week ending one best of
yeah that's it yo yeah that's it my hi
Maami soja
nana mo akoyenko
we osofndi enka no adwumafo ewo studio
amen
na minchia income national chairman yewura honorable Boachi Ejako Mr. MPP your last hope about me be akọ nkunudim 28 election no nti obi anta wapanachi na national election ka me de be pa nka me nto ba ko yen contest ko yen fama ne say papa the party as national chairman na di enim na yen to toye yen timi party wonye akono na kanibi na wo shep bia party atare a ni petimi chew se gene wani abi no sajire nsa be gana mfu biem ye di se ona bo cheta ko be national chairman na sajire be ba ama gana kwanya gidi o party ama won to ba ma 2020 eme ye di nkunim ma me soja and if be catch now say MPP for na ade ejako to transform na amalat of na ba e mane yo nwanwa o metinya ka essence o metinya yeninti e na o be she MPP for no because yet Ghana ha eme and if pani mo nko ye meeting say oma we aye ungovernable ama ye wekufu ado ama ye de sele ko gira emra no na eyemi yasem ne party MPP sa all the way back to abontin ni mo ntima fani paro ankoda fiase sa tama papa sa ni fani odo ne ba abontin no ye tse na market ye shisha ama for market na e for na e chire because some can say dia na e shisha e call so ye reku for do amamom ne mne so and sa time no and these communicators and is party and and boss abra no ama shisha man for the organ ha no only the phone nyachum minufo a modam po mutimuda ani ntino mutimu gadum body ma so bi no try sadem esa so mu jeri ntia because I hear the sadem body no ewo mutimu a anko mu nka se lot of na ya barum as MP pass and a share and one question transformers am we koso na a whole communication officer Joe e draw kasa asem we to do the because asem na e na me won say na se bi ne kwasa de na let of ne ba onu anka na ono ne nema ansai sejo tafache je kasa ayo me so de me wu de jeri ni kana fo na kasa wo kana fo adwumu do wo mu nyansa akosu eni ma kenkan eni se bibi se akoso Ghana ha a obi enema ansai lot of MPP lot of enim NDC na so be kasa asen we ya na me hu de opa kire o Ghana ha a se ji asen we bi je be je akoso ha obi a abanem pe asem ni dede dobre no mu di sia no na mafo costo ne ma asai amafo ne ma asai amafo tv ni o mu fridge asai a bo mo ka meanwhile asem a wu defend o party no pay na o defend no lot of onamu bi o lot of anka wu bi ayam no and a lot of ahayan minister anka no CEO anka no wona from na also defend party na who account mu say nya na be come dem na who defend no wona wo lot of ahawadwen ono e harom because e koni ya e ko be nyina say o man so bo gwe nyere to so ni yele ko the education buy yele ko the education buy o ama ye mu binum the education na mba anka ye man anti ko secondary school da anu podi ye si enye abanu nya sheda ama obia na so education nti obi ko obi Thomas Amwene no ko school adeso onanti ko school eke 88 ama bandi ko school agochema okoye records awo ho alba so many na ka the last just 1 year ani ye mo ye o mama abaso ana madam akohoma bo obo ye akohoma anya achievement yo obo do bra akohoma nti na akwari oba no the last just one ye mo abaso se ankoye dia de beka because so ba ama ye ho toy na so oba ye kwa ho twemu a o se ye ka na ye mo wa sanko man Ghana ye South Africa ama ye ko bro ye ho ana o man ye obi bia bi e say ye mpen fu o mu di o man so o mu ye greedy ani bre a o mu nwi o man no nti ana ma Ghana fo tu kwa South Africa ama ye ko bro ye ho na ko me ye okoko timber bauxite gold oil bi bia bi o Ghana ha gen te sa Ghana ni akwa ma ni akwa South Africa so ho no ko bo de bra aya obi bia wa ha ye mpen fu o mu si o mu ti ase awo ni guasie mu ye ko so South Africa no o ye ni ma ye mo man Ghana fo a an ko ye ko South Africa ko bo bra ho ama wo mu ye enkue awo South Africa he obi ma so o wa gem poni entina ye tu ko South Africa no me ba ma me fa ise do bintu aso
me da sipi me da se hello
Mejodo mami
e ba chodi ni baby afrefi
na mi gama mpocho ye fami Ekins mi sesi asimota
yo Ekins yanko
mami mpocho mi sa kan video to see minchi a mempi honorable Teresa Lada win na mi constituency executive mo kan kwe no fin na bi checho bibia na ju ashama spichiano na quarry system spichiano enye obi na wai bibi menu ya bakase nyo bi na bibi na no anu bibi nta nka on baka se bi NDC fo adwumbane ashoma na ofendan omo ntwina adwumpa na bi na wakaka bi agwa NDC fo so na obayansefo otie no otemu ebebuma ehun se bi o mu nka dia mo bebe no mpo de mu se mu mpo na adwumbane ye kase but ye je kesa mo fo no to nchen South Africa issue started nyendaba start wo akufado na membumda Nigeria fumpo almost start almost penetrating Nigeria from Nigeria for sheshe ayo mo na de ta ukaya ama omu so Nigeria for say mo to attack Nigeria for offend na South Africa one nti abla all start wo South offend Nigeria nado na membum no na that time nya yimpa no gu amane bia me kasa wo kasa sa na wo kasa na wakasa kasa fun na kasa no so asebi wo kasa no apoitia wan kasa umpenifo no that time akufa do ti wona South Africa sa issue no actually bem no actually wo mo no na that time no akufa do ti wona na umunye ni papa na Ghana fun no mutu kwanoko because na amembu na kwa so na njapura tan nko Ghana fun tu ntiro man mu ntiro mo kwa no ya sometimes ne kasa ngomon wa bontin o muti yan ye fuma ba na mamu solution bi ba ebotumi ama amanfo atase no mu beboa eya nkasa sa na mu ba bebegina like instance ma mamindin kan minda omampani a wo ne baby aye efficiency worries the abaze tama plant or the bay na efficiency John Dramani mama sortency the car power plant na ya married na yin o se ko san so ke see trouble gas na the na de no be power e be gina so sometimes you can you mafat and we say NP for you can say again megawatt na be generation eyi ho a na mutumi nka saa nyema ya de do ina Ghana ni bi enim say saa die ya do ina ndis no de bai bo my electricity ebo to be jesu yi monko kasi ofan ba umi oso ko kasi dam wonu no say dan wonu krom wo mo sikan po ye hu bebia sikan po FIA sa issue wo yo wo se ntantaman ka owura o start say o sorry dem no ba ya o ba chichin ko san ko fo ya mo ka diska mulko kai dam da Ghana fo betumi ye like tuma dem no ye hu bebia sikan afa ni na na chiru ma ba bontin mo ba bakasa the American say me man pani on hwe ntantama o ma ofan ye wura John Dinapo ntantama yimi ayi omon power electricity no mayan because you see me say atumota o kan kwe no for aye kopevi light off within by almost by 1 hour here light off it's yesterday because sebio anajufa ndam de mu adu yenim and panel say bi ampa obotu me keke kinya mama anajuna wabana wutumi di like no acheche wura kaka no na omaja aya sometimes aya Tuesday last week Tuesday yo
That's it. Hello.
Biama soldier.
Alaji 1 yanko.
Biama police na magelo ho.
Oh.
Na anu unni hono mo wanya kunya nsema ukaka faminu wa nkancho. Wasi we na oba obebo amani.
Ene won kan.
Ka sem kura kwa kanche akanche me se obema wadu biama wa blem.
Awde yede. Odi adro ne yede.
Ano na wo di ono mo wasi di anti na o ja me no nti adro no me yusu adro no say na me nya buti obema adro no na wa
Mate me bisalo mate
biama ye bom abasu na agimapa na ye nya wa fide keke obia biama China o Japan India babia omutio enam wagimapa nti ti mamenkia mosisa bo incoming organizer region Ohiniba ni Jansu Onusu ba for communication region Omoba Mbwa FPP Sha one would say Adia Kadabiano Missy your mom penny His Excellency Adia be obesi or CS Ghana for doom sonu dear or no dear Samun in Samagima Adia no one more jamudata Hey, Obadia, don't so dear, I and Obadia, any to run. And you want to know, Mokaka, being a question transformer, and you know, I Bosemuka. Not the man and Nippon. Now, well, it's idea where would the Jabba for them. And trouble among for Jabun Nippon Mususa.
we are nim time with the term be a mobile dear facing no. One thing and I bomb pie say Baumiambra Moti between Dum so Umbran. What about I do your can as well? Mumma and Kazan than one Muti or Biapoti transformer. MPP maybe one more again. Ya Brea demand that don't say Yadiba Bama between my yin. Now when I was at the game. Biama South Africa, South America, wow. Ghana had your mind more powerful. Who can say abricos higher football and tea? One more Kumgania Sisa. And now one guy, Biama. Abricos, Yakumgania Sisa. Ecosystem, South Africa.
Some Ghanaians have been urged to close doors to close their doors and avoid protest areas as government engages key stakeholders. Samu, 21 people arrested, several lives have been lost over attack on military escorted convoy. Power outage, we sympathize with you. We are working to resolve the issues. Minister of Energy to the people of Ghana. I was for when it's my door and a naya baby bobo home, between Basanesre. Na George Kojo in DKB, NDC Communications team member about Kaya home. Ewa Hase George, me wakwaba. Oh, trying say, Mammy Anna. I never boy.
Yenu aba oba him am patcho no want to say
nyame adom me ho ye pa na so e
nyame adom na ewia say ko no say
nyame edie na musa nyame ase Sandolph Bright opokubu ama Bright akwaba
ya me de
bibia bokọ de
nyame adom na muso e
nyame adom ama sama constituency bibia ekoyie kama
hono ye
Robo Botiano okay Botiano
yes
okay
bibia guna kwem say you go so with and kind of revamping of our base.
Okay.
We are also gearing towards the elections for our polling stations. Yeah. Nyambo weekend.
It's a more registration. No?
Registration there. In fact, it's going to be a friend is saying better be but for now, currently no, we are halting with where we've got into because we need to continue with the process.
Okay.
Police station election. So now you have to also call electoral area. From there, we also do the constituencies, region, the national. The new patriotic party. It's poised for victory 2028. We share their bang here. Omu botano for cransha. Let's say as if
okay, that's George. Now, so who constituency last maybe so who constituency now one.
Me catch us me free totally Sanguli constituency in the northern region.
So I name the name of NDC.
Nyame adom
then this year some mo be there mo da be na mo da mo some mo registration dada
yeah registration as this campaign phone na mo mo hwehwe yeah registration books no
okay
hwehwe say bibia kwaso pepepe
I see
every one na ya ba be ya branch election ni aba ya constituency
okay
ni aba ya region na fe aba ya national when him say and am say again nye dede because enim see bibia to eda kwasa permanent no
how many bia na kwam
omo de apese no apaska mo my omo pese omo buabuaro no but is it
but NDC mo background mo experience because mo travel through that road you know it definitely this is a
formidable opposition
yeah it's true
and you know anytime I be kano member empire say bibi be si ewo MPP mo e be say member empire say mre bia no
ombegina omanaiso
no matimi anya formidable opposition e betimi aka NDC for to ama yaye no manyina yie but say dey be o metna opposition no ana e bomb empire say mre bia o metna o eno but so me ba be mu de and ya lalai say anya say bia o me fa kuntuna se aye light asem no o menya bibi aka minjini sika bibia o mbetimi aka fa ye ho light asem ya na ge o mbefa continue se je ndisi fo ye ni anga se ho se ye wo ye mama me kasa me masasi anu na me
serious wo do wa do wira ebi wo
you know mama me shasi ada se
o breni o de kasa
me mra anu no ai at least wo sha NDC me cha NDC me sia me mpenifo ni nyina NDC odi mama starting free South Africa
dey e wan so na ye be chance e free but me how back when say we enye first time enye second time enye even the third time e ade akoso for how long and I was say as a republic yankase ye de ye ho ye di ye nkui for how long and ye be masa ade na akoso omo de omo ho kwan so omo beba bebie omo companies omo factories ho kwan ba wa ha but ye de ni ho kwan ese ye bekọ akọ ye adwuma for how long ne ye betena ho amasa ade we akoso
Maame Biamah ewie mechia woni odwumayefo anyina mechia menu aketo yin so a wote MPP ni say ga omo tototo no omo pese omo sa ba ban mu at least say ye di maybe 30 years bi ne bra na ga di ama omo na omo sa ba behwe mu ba ko bi ama ye o hwe ade we ye ne South Africa ya South Africa for aso omo yure fi omo ho omo yure fi omo ho edru baby ana emra omo pre ape your friend is saying agi omo independent bra Africa breye said the Africa gine mu ma omo said all the countries in Africa gine mu ekas no South Africa must be free and South Africa eye ni omo ye no eye me ja Amayanka ole Ghana because nya Ghanaians nkwa no mudidi omo didi the whole Africans we African kwana so wo dia omo ma okwan ema o pretty but emra na omo wa hihiem o hamu no eye the whole African ebo mu hwe eduru baby na fe South Africa na ese Ghanaians Ghana ha yema omo passport na omudi ko other countries said ye be ya omu betimi aka democracy asema na akwa pesika edi akwa ye politics ama omanya omu independent entina se hwa even eduru be na omu use your passport Ghana ha ye ma omu eduru be ye wura Rollins ya sebio nyankopon je na kra edru ba bi emra la Mandela epieye o manu sika $1 million on fanko chichire democracy we nyina ya mamu na se ye we nyina mamu wie ya enne monye ba bi atena afede mo se Africans na ma obi ensi mu kro mu obiem na se mintimi hunu so omo yesa no se bi se omo akọ school enwu yan pose metu se bi mpo se omo akọ school ana omo nko school da enti na ebi omo yesa ana omo gas independent na de bebre omo no ayaga omo kunkunkunkum te se moa no omo ahondere ne Ghana ha yeyema omo no omo yure fi quite apart from that Ghana for na ewo ho no companies akese be na ye bie ewo ho enye yen profit say saloon ni barbering shop ya omu ko omu ya omu ye we omu ko hunu enkrofo ye omu eburu omu ya enti ene omu apa na say sorry nda and Ghanaians ni nyina omu abusuafo ye take omu ho no mu nyina musum mpie na mu mayen ko MTN mu nyina mu mpie ni enko MTN mu nyina mu mpie ni enko pam DSTV fo mu nyina mu mpie Anglo Gold Ghana wo ho mu nyina mu mpie Absa Ghana mu nyina mu mpie Stanbic Ghana mu nyina mu mpie Standard Bank of Ghana mu nyina mu mpie FNB mu nyina mu mpie Imperial Logistics mu nyina mu mpie Pick and Pay stores we mu nyina ya South Africa for there omu operate free obie ni wa wode ne nsa ka omo emra na so say yamfa Moses emra no bi mfa nya adwuma obi di sika wo wa fa sika wo no obi di tuo bo wa fa tuo fa bo no South Africa's forces omo mpene ema ye nkrofo enya asumdua Ghana for mo mabusiafo affect omo nyina no ye bi mu kura ye be lead sade no ye be lead pa because yes sir wonu ya Ghanaian na wotu no woni piapa na blows na ye di hihye o ma no ye chese de etete nkrofo ho na nya de papa aden boni ben say because nkrofo o ma bom kro o mo ba nkrofo hairdressing say you say hairdressing ya wa nipa more than 10 bet ma sala you so hairdressing nipa more than 10 bet ma sa aye barbering enye adwuma bia ye adwuma ebia sa ye nipa be 1000 wa hakro obi enye na adwuma anye e kire won sa no adwuma wo beye se woni mo adwuma ye nko ande a wo meba ho enti ye fa ne se mo amomo ne na mo amukọ barbering shop ho ya mo ko bro ya friend say babe se munyina amukọ nya so obi anya babani na se mo bu ne na se mo yini firo a saloon wan na be kwa ye mo adwuma anaze hairdresser se munyina mu di ekire kirikira a o mo so mo slay queen ba ko a ana wo di ekire wo slay queen wonya hairdresser enti wonya hairdresser sa obu ni pankwa na se fa so okọ a saloon wan na be kwa ye mo adwuma ho
wonyini se bi a omanfo no so enim near Africa ayama wo especially Ghanaian
enu na me so make say ana omu go school ana omu read history no na omu kunkum omu no wo ho abrofo na omu tete omu abrabo no omu wo ho omu mfi omu enka omu mum na nka se omu de omu ani bra nyina ade ko omu so no omu suro omu apart from jealous marima otimi pie ebe ka abrofo na anim no omu nyina ni na mo obi esuro apart from onu kwa no obi antimi nka abrofo na asem enka abrofo na omu age mo nsase a omu de ya farming abrofo na omu age mo japade nyina efri mu nsem no enka enu omu mum na nka sese mo kwa na mo kwatake omu so abrofo no mo agya omu o enu na ye ndwuma kese mu gold ni nya omu afa mu bibia wo man mu bia omu afa ndwuma di eye mpuntu dwuma ebaba mu man mu no abrofo na afa mutu na ndwuma nkete we a even Ghana ha sebi ansa na obi babe hairdressing obi babe tailoring ni no ma we mu no yan hye de hunu sebi o mu ye adwuma akese bia bebre sa now enu na mu so na mu buru nkrofo no keke dia nko a se mutimi ya munye se munim se mu betu na mu krom fo na nkase nim se mu ntimi nye you can't do it. And if you want, you are doing it, they don't appreciate it. I don't tell them more de foreigners no more kwaye ma. It is how big now. Na se mu ba be kire enkrofo mo abo mo. Nigerians said omu braye tamo na mu wo apartheid system we mu. Nigeria for nyina there's no country oman contribute. And so na mu benya independent. Na se mo anya independent ewie. Afede mumu di nam straight no so se de obusa ye mingi ni so omunim enti na nka se omu sori gina ebintimi ebem
like omo ma panyin no
na on gina
address the nation
good this omu president no kra no enka so omu man de oh history so onimu a no no Ramaphosa na nka se Ghana ya na obezi Ramaphosa was based in Ghana aha na obezi ye emra na South Africa de ni nyina no Ghana ha etika onu Ramaphosa na nka onu ye president no enka onu no ni mu history nka so ba out no be ka se mu nyina mu njai na seni but enam so onu so ti onu a se okoka nkrofo na asem a se on beto abebetia omu AFC fo onu ntino onu so nka AFC fo onu ya be mpa na Africa fo anya amamo ensa na mutimi ge o man no yes e dia mpa na o man anya amamo omo ye no me bia se so omo ye mamu nsa na mutimi ge o man de si wo na se mo jo man na siwa wi a ene afa de Africa fo na ye ba wo mo bakra nya adwumati tru bia na omo beye adwuma peti adwuma yi a omo ye na wenwunti na mo asore na mo kunkunkunkum amanfo na mo buru amanfo. And this is not the first time as mami na wo kanu. This is not the first time omo aye sade we enye ye ya na ye jai na yeso we de enye hwe o ebejai na ejai na akọ na asen aba o ombejai na ejai na akọ na asen aba until when any ye betena se na ye be ma omo kunkum Ghana fo saa and until when you better no more kunkum Africans. Our more boa, when they think any musacrapa, you knew who crassy a coboa homo. It came my brother kunkum in a cragy homo minor the koi. Because I'm a brofuni see ye say, a genius or more person you are massing nana or mine bay or modia. And then can we here? Senka Africa for crank a bear contribution be a diabo homo. What you say? Until media, Yami met me, I can say, you knew since Africans, so say Ghanaians, so say Nigerians, means all the countries, everybody. Oma regret to say they contributed amane nkrofo we nya omo tete Africa countries no abrofo no wo a omo ntimi mfa nkwa abrofo no so.
Thank you. Sando.
Amyoma. Enewe ma mencha weti for no wahwefo ni na mencha your flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enra anasa na no yera santehini ekoma on awards.
Yeah.
Penifo a omutimi wini awards na me mo suntin kwanso na me fam chakese so ma me boss Dr. Paul Gwachi Dankwa doc we bia obi ametia. Xenophobic attack no very critical sana minia kujo ekano. I think say it's high time that South Africa for yene omo serious with us as African brothers. No, one of the things anka you expecting to say you beat me living in cohesion, you beat me living in unity, you beat me living in harmony with your with the shared values near there no, with one common goal towards making Africa a prosperous continent. And then the ocean near coast of South Africa as if you na say yenu no more and baby abesi twmuko African na day one mbo afore mamo xenophobic attack so share na bakosema e say o share and start yenye say na kojoka no somewhere around 1994 and it start here. We are almost about 3 decades now and it's still having a mention inti yenkusi daben na South Africa for e because why say anyoma no African country and as African countries are omodi omuntuma ebo ano ebo amu yisika ebi so send need to say all sort of help bi amu here bi ye de mamo obeka ya yera Kwame Nkrumah Dr. Kwame Nkrumah yes I focus him you say the independence of Ghana will be meaningless until the total liberation of the African continent. What did that mean practically no African country bia no wo
Nkwasumu
what I say or say na yetimi eboa ye won ye na ye gi ye free sa state nim no eno na ma Ghana etimi eboa ye di sika fam Mandela kuma ya na la ko babeji sika ko sa sika Kwame Nkrumah ni other leaders said eboa no they could have used to develop their countries then because they say na that time na Ghana shada so anana ya ko enimu mpuntu jumebiem but then we looked at that collective at the end say you say tia yonko na so ka say tia diomu dia and na abo so so young person as a one boy. So if you say young person na the oba also. So we have to help in that collective approach. Say almost so ebenya wo mfa with it. Na Africa ni na den. Enya won to ma pay fra. Nende de ban say na den na bete ba ya mu a friends na home mu a amba kesi. South Africa koso aye 1 too many na. Over the week me share video a manti ebebu dunum. Ene maka kai ka ho o mecha Ghana ni abrante ba ku wenhia. They say womu to na no say where the questions banner where the questions call where the questions banner the way questions now Ojo say dey ba dey nkwa na nipa na ye and they hide behind the guise of permits and say no man the friends like immigration laws near there now the make say a name member in this dispensation na your way say obi mpewa asema man bia ma kwan bia obefa so nya o culpable bia la ko benya the South African government in South Africa for Managasa a very kind of saying serious about some of these immigration laws and they were digital age I didn't know yeah renewing of your permits quite digital because the South African not tell them person Ghana ni and Nigeria ni e better than Nkrumah on kwaduma on na waka koto say me ba be renew me nkata but when it is digitalized whether in your home or at your workplace or wherever you are you can just go on the platform log in have your permit renewed so that in case people come around to come and check her you can even show them proof instantly say you've renewed. So there are so many ways that these people can make one culpable if they really want them to make. Say if you're not in the next South African if you're not.
say like a debate say Ghana need be pay na say you're looking at them. How can he even go about and go and do his business and I say go and do some of this registration or stay permits near there. And besides, I think say for far too long, no, we share nyomo maka say the reason for they causing this attack, reckless attack and abuser. They hide behind the guise of say Ejuma Ghana for Nigeria for Mejuma. In any case, yet see come here. The fact that I'm a Ghanaian, and found say me MPP ni, say me call government institution, that's a make up pre Ejuma, that's a Nigeria new qua. That alone qualifies me about 80%. As upon I share my expertise. So Ejuma bay na Ghana for Nigeria for Komukoma ya kodi say Ejuma.
And I no cry no ye share wo experience awo ene nkra take it out. Who Ghana and say who ni experience ni kra ta papa bia. They will pick the Nigerian over you.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Say
to go school now also upgrade yourself.
So the nationality alone gives you an edge. And sapona yaba share senior minor. So it's either or mono they've not even taken time to upgrade themselves in that various skill near the no. But so most of these Ghanaians and Nigerians omukowe. It's an ujuma pina one koye. Say no kojo kan eti boni ade.
No almost you almost say no ujuma wa ha. And no dey akọ practice.
And it's a very sad situation. Say we are seeing some of these things happen to our brothers. Almost because son na eyikano. Omemu wa say they are Ghana. I can't say they are South African. They are South African. Their friend is a businesses. Omemu wa no more. Just say your friend is saying omudi juma ebuanye ni ade. MTN wa ha. One of the biggest telcos, if I'm not mistaken, in this country. Every month, millions of dollars are almost ready for Ghana. DSTV na na common ban sense me. A South African business. Say Ghana force yes, we do not preach that. We do not encourage that. But if we are also to go on that tangent and retaliate, do they know the consequences are in Abeba? In any case, you might war South Africa I say Ghana for be. For me, I think some local policy be better but say we are foreigner. Let's say like could be adwuma say we are pharmacy and maybe a supermarket and any other company maybe there can be a policy that about 50% of your workforce should be South Africans. These are some common laws if they think say there are no jobs for them as they claim. Ombetimini aka yen staying permits a friends like agreements no ama any foreign national be assign say me baby adwuma na say me fan for there enko say be Ghana ni na call South Africa na Ghana for nkwa na adwuma. Maybe just also help reduce a friends and where can you say anyone the unemployment in like I can't say Como one. Move my send there be a more fast say kakra na eden and to mitigate the unemployment situation one. I think it is far too long and an answer na kujo kano. If anybody speculates say the South African government is behind this, I think Nipakoni Dika because for far too long why haven't we seen any action taken on these people? Hey, last year or say two, I saw a video. Yabora Hospital, police van was just outside because the Bakona or filming or sharp one thing. Police van was just outside of the hospital. Yabora Hospital. Now I can say, unya South of Kenya, so that you're in Pasokra PFU. People on sick beds are being rushed out of the hospital. Can this happen in this country? We have more than 5,000 South Africans living here. And mean to me, just a bit South Africa. In fact, and then Usha Ghana and Nigeria, and that's one show you, but you might not even see the difference. We have course. In fact, you have a starting programming. In human now, boy, a country Benum. And then one moment you be like a across various platforms are a political shows. That is how Ghanaians have been tolerant of them, and we've accepted them as one of our own. It's a ban is saying now, they are unable to your friend is saying help us in this regard. Maybe there are a few things that I'm proposing. I think one, there's a responsibility on both the South African government and the African leaders. They didn't kind. South Africa 4%, Ghana 4%, and we are seeing in Africans at large, including our brother Nigerians. I bet you say they are really serious about fighting this. Your friend is saying xenophobic attacks. Now, one, they need to come up with domestic laws criminalize this attack on foreign nationals. Say obi biara obe perpetrated set act of violence near the end. That person will be brought to book. They should criminalize it. Now you say indeed they are serious at least for once. Because so obesha anytime bia nyoma bi say koso no it takes the leaders of countries attack your mono to come and voice out before the South African government would even come and respond. That cannot be right. If indeed you are against some of these attacks, we should see you guys rather issuing disclaimers or issuing a year against names. Oh, you are not even waiting for nationals now attack your mono to come and friend to complain or do anything like that. They should really come up with laws. Your friend is saying, or move my abua ama obi biara or engaging in such brutalities. No, you better niding I feel that like now Kujoka say me say there needs to be a reorientation of there need to be reorientation of the South African people. I'm not sure said they've really forgotten their history, but if the current political class, no, they are taking advantage of the new crop of South Africans. Emma Omuntimi appreciates the depth of apartheid that they were in and the contributions made by all African states. Nigeria, Ghana, like my brother said, how to give them our passport to travel around the world. These are some of the things that Yetimi Yebomo, and they have not come to appreciate Sanyoman. I think there is a need for that reorientation. So almost schools, if they have to deepen that history near there, I think they need to focus on that more, and also to try and demystify that myth surrounding say foreign nationals because the data does not support that claim. So what are they saying? I think they need to have that conscious effort. Say local places, no, hold some kind of town hall meetings near there. Now and like could you say Malema has been the only person and I watched his video and I was very happy that there's a need for us to look at ourselves in the face and tell us the truth. So in conform somebody you guys are not even doing that. Abrofoni mona ombe farm on sase yes that segregation and economically no there's no independence for any indigenous South African. No. Those are the people who are joining Malema in the FCC for EFF for Amaya de la Command Consang in Amamu. Then say you guys are being brainwashed and kind of saying like inciting some of these attacks on foreign nationals. I think they're very critical. And the last thing that I will talk about is that in this day and age that we are talking about, borderless Africa, calling for that AFCT in like agreement where there will be that free movement of goods and services. No, what would kind of say like assurances mean when people are being killed? Certain saying that we assure you. What would assurance mean to anybody who has spent years and years of his life in South Africa and a livelihood is being taken away from them? Because social attacks, they actually get the chance to only go and loot the shops. So it's not really as if say to trust them. That is what they want. I had the chance to live with a Ghana near your own South Africa for more than 15 years. How about Ghana? Because their parents could not can't take it anymore with the xenophobic like attacks, no. And she narrated what they had gone through, and so Obia Kebia Chewa and yes, and I yet now papa discuss in yen. So to make sure we young could be near him. Say I didn't know about group. Hey, and I can Nigerians and Womugu Ghana Adianka. Baby. Udu baby ametia. Me say Oshebia. Me say Yama bin na Ghana fooding. What difference simple? That is the kind of system now. Yeah, Africa, yes, we are building towards no. That one Africa, no. Some of these things need to be done because some Americans say AU states should call South Africa to order. Yeah, issue statements. Now, more ultimatum say they need to make sure say some of these agreements, no, calling for borderless Africa. No. If they have not done anything in that order, then they will make sure that they sign some treaty with them. Now, domestic laws or more to help facilitate that trade agreement, no. When they're able to do this, I'm sure say it might not eradicate take it away completely, eradicate it out of the race is here, but it will limit the extent because in any case, we share in Kofoa or more causes harm now. They are in the minority. And young Kufuka crabbing and one more feel say because of misinformation, yeah, you know, or more feel say science the government needs to be serious. Ramaphosa needs to be serious amongst the other political class. Said this one is becoming one too many because Otinebi say not say any other African country cannot bear this and they start to retaliate. There is a big my friends, like economically, you know, like it's going to have a warriors, especially when in the sub-region, you know, we are having other countries. Military rule is something that is gradually creeping into our body politics. It is becoming the order of the day. Ghanaians, we are fortunate that we've been able to have some peace over this period. Can say say yes, so the insecurity within the region is one thing that will be dire for this continent. The best say emotional yempe sasem no promesibre.
Meda sebusian 800.9 and I was so egua utie no Ghana Edino de meme de na meme ha one say the enti na yenso yempam South Africans wa.
That perfect. Me the enter because moment use Moses emra. What you see sikan misumi use sikan. What you see to misumi use to. Is it me na krena me wo ne say said the South Africans na ye wo ho no. Mumma yesu yan sorry. Yambon Stanbic Bank. Yambon MTN. Mumma yambon DSTV. Mumma all their businesses na yakopam mo nyina na ye say e be affect o more and say e be affect e more.
It's going to ask for how can I say? No, you see, the fact is that you see, telco, remember, Yankasa telco like can't say Ghana. Exactly, no, LTC, right? All right. So
what your percentage? MTN your percentage you
okay. No, but you say like
no. We
have not been able to develop our end to that extent. You know, you see, an iPhone.
At the end of the day,
so I think so I think Mami, one other thing now we need to also do as a country say this one calls for an introspection. Say political leaders say your memoir. And found say MPP say NDC. In your kwan be Ghana anima. Ye mag Ghana we yan. Because Ghana ya. Kojo obi ni wala ko betu pa akola kama noni o. Everybody who is there is going there.
One day South Africa. One day South Africa.
Greener pastures. Yeah, best if we really have the chance to lead this country, in a akunya say ye be Ghana anima. Ye mag Ghana ho dog. Ghana ho tema like am why.
Meanwhile, Ghana independence 1957. South Africa nya independent 1994. 94. And Mandela begima mo. And South Africa still and I'm say brofo and the Ghana for say free akwa ko dipa. And you know dia be pa na ba ya Ghana dia nke yente menya sa. Yenia MPP ni ya NDC ya omu ya fa oman ya. Yenia na yedi oman na nya be pe mo nde ma ya nkrofo obra. Enti no se na se ye de ma se ye kromufo basarefo bi na bu baby say. Ye say obo minim say de me kan watwi wo. Me woni say de me kan o. I ala fa letakpakpa ya fa na ambel mu kpabo. So basarefo no meti ase beti ba me ti ka we you but otherwise adia na omo ye no who can we na waka ama abagana no so say ye ni agasa so ye nya de ye ni ayama ye nkrofo na ebre mu be ye be yusu ye ni be yusu boys ye ni be yusu mbaye na eduomo de aye campaign both NPP and NDC onyame yi obi yobi na eduomo de aye campaign eduomo de ye campaign ba na ato omu nyina jeje mu na afedi afeni ye we your favorite afena nya oben me afena me maami kumaba afena me wofaba
campaign de ye
na me wofaba na bi o na afena mama ayi ama boys am you so mu nya afena boys na ni aba ya kese na afena we asore me ko South Africa we akore gobi okwa togo he yakra na ebinu ukọ because we woni sa de no hope ni nyina asa yenia politicians yenia na emma boys nyina etukwan
yenwe situation whereby other countries beba ye bibi to say your health insurance no ma bebesua say de ombe kwa ye no afa ye wo me ene ade wo ha no ma babesua wo so kwa ye bi China fo ye koko se ne edua ne ade wo ma babesua bi ene China wo so edua koko ene ade otum say omo mbesua ko nyina ade ko ye bibi e de boa mo man to mpo so da bia ne de e da so tare ba bia tare
ye Nia ma ya benyina ne se politicians na mwa ye madam mami ye mpo ni ekoso ye ntimi yi ye politicians ne enfrim Every say at the end of the day no obi no oya administrator mami before chief executive chief administrator before any your friend saying technocrat na be wie sika no na politician ta actually is the politicians are not helping us
but baby so hwe mu a technocrats no mum and a chrono cost by just that meba because say be a politician no a political head of the institution it no no only say to append his signature on it.
Yes.
What is and so a back question a politician a back question a be so as can no nim ho.
And yeah say no technocrat no ono onim lipos no because ono one ache nti onim lipos
no. Be be fa
no nti wo ba na wa kire wo say kwan ni na wo so aja say wo so afa wo ba ni wo hia no wo hia na wo di free wo constituency wo na wo dey ba no edi ko na wo di nachi na wa boa na mu nyina mo awia edi no po wo mpo dey on the day nyina ba beso wo wutiri so edi nya say omu na awia bate kwan omu nim nyansa na omu di wia no ne so omu de wo ti na beje no no atwe no akwa kosi baby
the wo politician wudin ne ebebo
wo na ebebo ni di we ono da ba na ebebo ono ni dini enti no omu na ma oman no aye de ama mbeba wo ne mbrante ni nyina etu kwan omu da yen mami politicians na di omo chini ya bro ye bre mami obe bra momu
ko jo aseme de kan kasemi ye pa na wa ba mutie
oh na say me yo bi afiri mu
dem say kan ye kan ye no munti communicators and these communicators mo bre ko jo kan ye no munti dem no mutie ka che mo bre
o dia say ye bre every say obabua ho akwakokum ho akode krasi akofa motorbikes aye atete woni atete ho mame me ka cho adepa ye fam pansa na party
during campaign time
na oba bitia abaye bitia obitia wontu ni nine da oni ba bi a friend bush ebaya na o matam position kase na de ama wo no na wa kwakwa bre o mojani oba no pe na watena na odun sad guti na wusu
see ya na mo communicators ya na mo nshada mo qualification nshada ni mu
mama who says so wana ga kira usa okay ose yakọ yinye okay me okay mama family and for example me kuta masters in communication journalism
okay
me kuta business administration as first degree
wow
and so me makwako contest as MP na melusu DC amfa mame there's nothing I hear when this mama anye bida there's no contribution me contribute bida
madam me say
and so samre ya mituwe
me say madam me say like a nature boy na like a dibu mayo
but you say
mo ankasa mo see you reasons o say mo am ye chobo enyam na like a dibu mayo
ai tan ya sa
eno kresa
oh eno dia wo hwe mo a enyam a mo ye dede no no mo pena dia mo bu mai
krasa say wo a mo ye
backbench
enyam na e dibu
backbench sa
kojo kasa mi ye na
wo sa no mo be ka ne o mo ka wo so be ye ne den
oji tum sa
oh na me nje tum na me na me tuwe se me nya hwe me boa
okay
me na me tuwe se me nya hwe se kanya yan e no mo de je ye ne no mo de ye adwuma e de ma papa fo no
definitely be ma ba bia hye
anya se kanya sa anka me tuwe anka me wo ba bibi ye wo be ko ba bia wo se fa CV bra no age no de ato na we age CV fa bra na fa no de ato o magi CVs na de ato ba bia me tuwe that's not look 2019 ye ka se no mo penipa 500 mo contributor de akọ fale ama his excellency John na me ka ho bi ye ka se enko adopt constituencies ewo all constituencies me adopt constituency me won certificates his excellency John Muhammad Sani ye we Sani ye by then na ofoso national chairman san ye ho hwa me tu hwa me card ni me yi me card na cho we bronze me a contributor enya se bia se me ordinary ayi o hwe me bronze card ni
oh okay
o dia se me nya ayi keke bi bia nya ndisi mu but e ba aban mu no whom you know why na winim no
na say campaign no mo amode mo body ebeje
why would do body beje no
eduru time a che nepa no a
eno wanya gamitu aka me na ye busa me yimi na nkro ayi kire wa ko twache obetua moto sunu no anadwo
wow
obeku be ye dwumaden enso ade chi esa da na anadwumpo na ka me sada na anadwo na ye campaign am ko hwe wo moto sunu ka me yewu me beduru a obi na force ye de me ko hospital say na me ekro no be wu ye be pemo nne me to even bola kura obi amfa me nkoto ho se be SP
wow
you see obe sori obe
bre no ano because of party who don't
no party ni dia o ya kuma so
okay
because e bia the government na am favor me a minimum na be ba o china what in American e bia so kura no agro be so efri anopa dia but enya mre bia na ne also pe na wunya o dia ase e e bia ye nim se ne party we me ye da mint me nko MPP me ye da NDC na ya me party
that's right
me po NDC ade bi wo kra po e be ya me ya but me ntimi nsu ba ebi ni se bebre epi o makodi South African ebi ni se bi mo epi o makodi Togo ebi ni se bi mo NDC fo no abi na ekọ
okay
but enka obre na amanfo bre ye no ena ka enfans ko bi anya bi kakra dia enka nya ni se kanipa bebre ade se o mo nya no mo no mo ni ano no mo to aba
I think say some a work nyina no is happen wo only NDC I think say NPP some time ago they were complaining like that omo communicators yemhwe won omo ya omo se baakofo akoji sika no ese yechema communicators baakofo akoji agudubotom wa disika no kra
Mr. T communication we pa Musa Mark Jerry come on me best T communication enya ndo mini Mark Jerry me omo ba be sha ni TFM wa mini Mark Jerry mu ene ye sha ase na o afrɛ me amama ye communication wa me kai say recently I'm not after say we na ba na me ko hunu openi waka kire me say onim se me ye field communicator me can national communication ho me ye field ono oni me okase oni me oboa
na bi nsusu a momo saa no so no mo na mo form ho mbotimi abo adwuma ma party no asela emu aye den
na se de adwuma me
say ba bia wo sesie you free ho no mo say bia besin ko ye board member bia na ko e bibia unya time e ma me
obeye
e hanso
obeye o kan sa dia obeye abroso na se bi hwama be
omo mkita e friend ni sen omo ende no me national communications e UFA ende ya de omo share EP ni na I didn't know so in charge of that.
Say omo nya kwan ma radio ni TV so
they do it.
They do it.
You need that.
They do it. Omo me say eh who you know.
Sika be no fa nkwa se
sika okay me be and I'm through your call 2024 election am card say ya kra.
Okay.
Me be me fa trotro me fa we nsa na maba. And so and I'm the same party anti me ka say. Me fa trotro na maba na me ka say me endai.
Wow.
Me nika me ka parke me ni adwuma me da na mesiesie ka no me da na masakwa communication so party no don so ntimi njai. Te say na busatama me brave frame me ka kire me say na se me ba. O frame so anadwu pa so me ka kire so de baby ameba. Because party no wo makomem. Party na ye me bibia. Ba enso nko mo ntwa wo mo ani na mo nka se party fo nkola mo abre no. Mumbra na musu mumbra mbe ye we na musu mu fantwa
every week bi akra no monye bibi kakra mo fantofu ana ka bi kura ni je ana moto bi kura ni je ya wo dia ko radio so ya ko TV so efe ebejinjamo
yes meaning so honorable Solomon Kansamu na start here you started
no way
ayo eni omo eni honorable Sami Jemfi we no mu Basentale no mu omo nyina na yeni omo nyina na committee anadwo ekoye meeting na yeko radio seso e dia na esi nne omu nyina dia na esie enti no mame nka ade bi nkire both NDC and MPP say yan keep records enhwe nkrofo na omo bre no na anytime bia ye beba party mu apawo mu no na yatimi asom na yaboa manfo say the be sa nkrofo no ankasa nso no because no me bre frame say membra show yisui Sabi, and I know frame no odin na yi na de frame me. What you say? Me buy sometimes unti member unu sa no asori na wo ko. O fere mpo. And so why would you sika? Why would you be piano with the yes and woman?
Still, me ba mu baby a wo free a wo banya wa wo bottom sika.
Me bottom sika.
Wow.
Me come no since NDC ba power be pem nda me am bottom sika na sra me de call me radio.
Wow.
Me am bottom sika na me de fa me car. And so me call all the radio station me call because me do me party. NDC ni dia minja na obi ani obeka bibi be fa NDC one. Metina say I also can record. Dabi. But you see omumbuwa party for nkwala no. Enya me nkwa o. Ye number mo abontina bebre kwa complaining. Na say so complaining pe na fe no mo US in China. Say wo ton. Nya say wo ton party no. Say the be party no be koso awini because on say communicate. O dey ahwade bi o first na say o bie phone so ahwe. And this phone na no mo frɛ. This time o bie how many no mo frɛ bi mu. Omo nyina adwane. Because nipa no free say credit na obeton. Wo nya sika na o dey atɔ. Yem pen na kura wo ka na kura na ye say wo say part ba won say wo do party no enti no mo free say nkrofo ye so mo nyina akokoko nyina no nya so bi akọ omo ne nam South Africa Togo ni no ma e ye say omo aye disappointed do emre ne nyankoi enso obeyo upo umpo obeba te say radio esi obeko TV so obeye say so kasa ma party
ya list ka party nhwe
odi ase obey imagine say me tie ma be sori nso to me wi am e kwa gina kwa mu na ma fa trotro na makọ enso ma me ba ade adwan na ma be
so bia on fa one car
na bi
e fa be 3 cars
good enti no dia na me ba ye dia wa me party hu don't ama me ba enti no mo bua power party bia bebe bia bot NDC na MPP no munda money hwe boys bi ti se me bra kuma ye ti ai nde ya wotie o de ma me bra kuma obetete no ho ge my MPP brand omo hu class we nipa
me gidi say yewa Mahmoud Bawumia
omo hu and o de person say o fe na o person bench o de defend o fe na o ba ye twa mu ache o de o be hunu o de asie enye nda form sa o who say mo start dia easy mo chance dey mo nyina mo
but my they come in here and I think say quite critical they can say obi eni ho asebe so ot Ghana na se no hoto na obetu bata yin ye tu bata because ye ka go pe bibia be fie ni ade say na o ka say na no me share mo yonko ba I'm sure say bia la ko be ni no di ni na man fan to meet him okoye sister station we dem say mama mbodin wa wonya be ma Omani ne kwabna sante.
Ah, asempa.
Yeah, and we put the friends like Adom and a
program. Oh, okay. Just some.
I think so. No communication. Not so Sunyani side, but back Accra all the time. On in a kind of like kunya be man na ye juma from Hot FM days. Wow. Man no heart problem.
Yeah. Some time ago, cannot buy me show. So, I've forgotten his name. Mekai.
I watched the video yesterday on my way to a program.
Last week.
In fact, I saw the video and I was tearing. It's not just because you're in the party and I say you're party, but these are experiences that people are going through. So what they will cry, no one want to be biama, and they or say our heart problem. He had time na Dr. Manebo Amanyago for the crime say or TSN no kasa no so bema you are Felix you and Nashi baby. Ebe sin near you film no. So of course and sometimes if my call my no mama kakra say what's that from one.
Na yeah, one fa.
No say she say oni adwuma ye ba be mu 1 year ni ade ni enfer no obi anya the people that he even knew oni ama benua domu na ye communication he is talking about it and such a person he say me nia kojotia na oka I think say ye ni na political parties ye hye ye no so na say call from phone ni me o because woman ye net say communities ni so bibia ni they come to you like and there if I they will come to Kojo like as a Kojo there sikani na agu ni fi and say bia he's got some opportunities bi obi pay school kwan man ba yeah they will do it
omo di rumi o me area me wam dance man omo di rumi
saden
omo me o say brand na mo ya campaign wona na wo gigina mu de
una nam ho no
wona nam ho basket kura wo so omo di rumi
I think say we there your best na say yenya kwan na ye ba be mu people who like semi nyakojo ni other man na ye kana semi omani behye na akoye won say obia wodi ni sika ni na ho odi ni moja aboa party communications no on behye na opportunities bia omoso ebetime nya na ombetime de jujuma aboa party ne de omo behye na ye den omo aboa in that regard I think say no so be ye
Ayo, asamo party mu nkomo. SMP both NDC and NPP. Musua bibi every more. Now let's move on. Yes, arahu someone also see sa military attack military escort convoy ya nipa bi ko attack ya ama nipa se nipa 21 na ya che wo mo ma memfa no emra also George because it's like mo area mo ho esa ena sa de no ekoso enkosi da ben
anyway me sremuni
yeah
entine se wo kasremu sembe efa the whole 5 northern region bia no me ka ho in fact me free northern region na when ye upper east asem na ye kan area on ye kan na ebia na ye kan no oba hema se de Ghana for se etimi accommodating crofo se crofo we ye chichi omu so hwe bebre kwa nya Ghanaians se Ghana etimi accommodate obi obeba bia na yeso we de Ghana for de ye gi awowo enso ye mpamo awowo te se de South Africa for sanka Ghana enka yeso apamo awowo anka mingini se asem we atu ye nka betu ye sebi mpredu asan krofo omo yesa de we nyina u transfer dia nam se ye sremfo mi dini o hwe mi dini na o hwe obi a oba no so dini na ye din ne sese enti no ne ya ne se and the other on the day no dia me ba ma me nkwohye north side one de ene ne ye nyina ye din ne sese untimi nsemu hu ne se we free ha na so we free ha na say this ankrofo no tie no omo ba te say south say untimi nko because we go dura kwa me kofi yaw o would ko shawa de baby omo ehunu wontem enti omo ba gan ha omo ntimi mba omo ba ni boy wan udini ni ntimi fixe ha ba na zo ko amusa emu na wan no ene etimi fixe ye nyina ye ba ko ho eno na amanda ye brebre we aye bre se enkanya sa na disansem we nyina de ba ya nka mingi ni zinka ye mre hwe omo ye de yivia opon asoja fo kra wo kan no ana nipa 21 ana said ye nipa omo aprapra ene nipa omo ayese ene ka soja fo ni wanko me hyeka ni nyina ana ye sro no maami ye said ye wo ke wubusa sebi first emphasis antokon shedam by this is said ye na antokon ni gine mu no a entime mba na de bi da so be hunu se obi be kwa akotake obi sebi mamprusi ni nanumbeni dagombeni omu ye nipa baako gonjeni omu hye omu a omu di agro enti omu mpene ntake omu sebi konkombeni basari wan grumeni bimo ba wan omu nyina so omu so hye omu so di agro and konkombeni be kwa kwari mosini be kwa kwari mamprusi mamprusi ya wa ya wari ya hu na ye dededemu enti eya na nka sometimes densu ko be hunu certain things but when akwakwa it say ye gi awowo Ghana for ye gi awowo too much obi a ye be hunu bia ye hu nipa no mo manambra ye hu nipa no mo manambra na ba ko penya betena te say ha o kira no wa frɛ ne nua no waba hwɛ oba hima hwe jenefo na no mo ya friend sen agbugbuloshia no
ye de omo ko
de ko ho no nipa ba ko pe na wo agbugbuloshi inside ho na no ton jeni e na otena sia no hu ye se onu ko afede otimi lodu atakuro taba e na oba baby a Dr. Menso tebere yiwe na oba ji wo kakra bi na afi olodu ba no aba be yi egu no mo de ko edi wudi 1 year no mo akova ho nyina so hun said the Ghanaians here and Ghanaians ade ba ko so say we hun say ade na ba yen take action
say a bank chenkete
ba enka ho na nka say ye hun say
fast
ade ba benyini enti ma yen fa solution aso ye nya sa ne be ya ne say be mi aya no afa be wan say ade na me eni si ne e koso sremwe said the obusa question no srem in fact comparing srem to south no untime mfa apple enfant to orange ho esrem on se awon kire wo ho enti se wo maame bia a wotu ande na se wasori akọ honne na ukuta usika kakra bi na okaso wo ba be ye bibi kakra asase kakra ka wo pe bi okọ asase na eda ho asase na eda operate utimi gina no hu na asase te se aha eni nsawom na bibie ni ho
bibie nsiso wow
enti na sa okase bia wo pesika ukuta usika ne na sa wakọ na sa wo se obia mi pesika dia ye bibi kakra bi a ukoduru ya na omajo awa atu omunim se adwuma na wo ba be na be benefit omo na benefit ni se ne ya afi ye hu na amane no so me de ni amemi wa me waka no se aben na se se o ma na ni kon but so o ma ya de because dia na nkese apeso o mo ye ka ya o mo kwata ka ye o mo se na asojafo
ne no wo
enti ka afi de be bia na e be ka se aben sa anya biem ba ne e ka ne se o mo ma o mo security de omo ye security expert no asema bebe bia o mo wo ho plans a o mo timi de so anu enti o mo ntimi nso anu ye na ni esi ye emani nsi biem maame baby am de be si anu
me da sepe sound of memory also
yeah maame biama I think say are ho pan say omanya ye timu a ye boa say asumdue nsem ye be koso abohu dero na ye na ye timatena se ba akufo ye mma ana ye friends and your activities are ye ni na no will be towards ensuring say Ghana benya into my peripheral and one of the elements are a boa in getting development assume peace and your friend is saying nipa bako for nkwantia a friend is saying that word peace does not come in but we mention peace because there will be other people that you live in the same enclave with. That is where the word peace functions well. Now you know any sema across with if man term over the years a very long kind of age term and some way or the other it keeps coming up. Your best say a man hold a man penny hold do beba on beko obi abe na afemudie and so about some general kasana ye member for no ya mwa yenso ye hu and I say yenso ye de say ya nyamfa mo ma MPP ni ni say nde yewa John Domani acha 2028 na yewa ba mi aba be je 2 minute free ni sa oba be ni de obeko no credit no 2029 Ghana for the MPP back because of mehu de koso but the fact is that de be na yewa John Domani maama e betima ye obeboa aye na afemudie with the security apparatus yewa sante hene enso bebem aba be ye de oni like an infoni ade behia Yera John can say Bamiaso Bar, he will continue to engage, but engagement no consider being. Your best show. Bamia de Bakoya me worry. Pani say Min Kebusia for you. You're Dr. Manibam, or we how many months me? A coffin you. Why don't we have Minister for Defense? Why? Me can say Yaka Kodi Bronyano. Ira Muhammad, ye bisan Sansim will meet the press and maybe not catch so Ghana from Kodi Brunya and Win. I say Koba, he would appoint that you were face month more me my yankasa could you I say ye na ye can ye na ye hu and then so issues
stand up ne wo ka go say Abia Sanka Minister of Defense wanka we ensiana
so you see
because you're acting Minister of Defense.
You see, there's a reason why ye substantive Minister for Defense. I thought that so we so far the other issue manual like community maker say deputy acting there sometimes no or powers and as any money being as a leveler you cannot engage around to a particular point. But I'm just main case to say Kayira or Honoman Kensi. But perhaps you see there's going to be that coordination between the national security, the defense ministry, the military near there. And proper course can be done authoritatively. What am I saying? Because on my it can say unity for defense stuff, especially when we are bordered by kind of saying military or junta states. Our borders some way look porous. I mean, can't say no, but if the penny will fear some of these things, no, we are able to help with the coordination. You best say John Dramani Mahama say it's been long overdue. NDC4 mean himself competent people were part in him. Bobby dinner fast sad you sir. Because and then at least you'll be having somebody talk about this. You say security and same day, nana ye de babon. But at least you know that open movie or no I can't say like a beshama, baby ye military and because the national there's supposed to be that coordination between the national security near there. What went on? Because and Nick say ye chairman in your money busy. Could you when you say mobile bemo, there's been pocket of insecurities. Baby, my kind of see security me oh yeah my boy me home for sir. But no it does not mean say those things are nania so to me chieftaincy issue amba my yonkula kwa ini biba. These things are there. You see, me person measure that bobo so because I idea ye person dey yem brabras. Teshi ye celebrity like omo ho ya na eyase. These things have gone on baby. Boko hono ma been doing na ye kunkum. This thing is not new. But when say me ye person ye be count to amplify that. But ye person say yes say ye man penny say at least so the my chief of defense defense minister. No, you see that thing about Kojo Kasama Min Kasa Okasam. You see, it's not about time Bibisha as you. There's a reason why I own 10 be a Ghana for few sales. I be as a party banas like Koena from Mudia. Young Konema from Bra. Sometimes based on in some heading, you catch a Ghana for or more enya muji. That is why they give us a chance. In Senyamia, do not say ye chance, but not say any be and there issues me say ye be discuss. There's none of them are made the bear partisan one say because Nini na no ekwaba be try so. Any be na kojo say ye bet na hanuma as any senior people know ye try and boy on san debi. It doesn't make the in fact Ghana does not benefit from that. But baby no credit no. I thought that enya wo debi because e be wa buy no wa mu. Wo party na wa ba mu. Ba mayenka. Wo dey say wontimi nka kraja ma me na me nka because eboa in can say Yamanji and then who can also ye sebi me semini but me wona for bebra o me sim for me wona for bebra like e me sim for and the pineapple to me nko sa wo mu enuanom ni ade e very serious now no time am bad but things say within bare first 3 months some of them were displaced and ko Burkina so ye nim say then it's under I can say janta so some of these things yen to me and shen ko so start to happen so near the yen now we cannot take the blame for it neither should you also be yours I'm apportioning blames near there ye buy more say or say you put me bopeni mu bi di mani be di sa aspect of your country ni ma yen boni din say I can say you right buja jemfin na say ye man peni feel say yen fa man yen
yen hu say you was substantive minister
yen hu say you peni bia or just have so say yen fa man Rollins be your friend saying Honorable Senator, needing by up kakra. That lady has demonstrated. I mean, if she also deserves it, you show the competence now. We cannot continue more 2 years more any. Yentimi embody enya dia yefe. And see, like it doesn't. A friend say, speak well of us. Say, MAAME BIAMAH nitimunya sempana. And I say, wait the money that's winning so. Say, like one better wash a gun as well. They will be able to take advantage because we do not even have that. Especially our sub-region right now is quite porous when it comes to what security won same. Until you say you come off no come dampan. You best say you nyanum tifido for say you best from oma adwuba na say you military for na one boy home by no. Say yanka say you say try hunkunkum modia ene na de na ye o mamu. One no ya say won say e kan say e bia say tua to dom ko bi yes e bia wo mo back Ghana hani ade a one besi my boy ho dom by no. Say younger say age try when I say yes I didn't. I think it does not go well for us as a country. You best say you ma adwuba na can say proper coordination send and their cost I think say performance na wo me film. You best say busia for a friend say ye mamu na ya connection den. Anyone so I will me plan so you say nyakopa ho den the mom. And so you agenda money mama. I think it's long overdue. Give us a minister for defense.
Okay. Medas we say for 800.9 and was so go out in the last on the lake there sorry so cry no power outage say affect a lot of things yes akosombo ija to mo aposi blame no to certain people yakoka yes boy hun sem bebre no enenra minister of energy of press conference or just or sympathize with Ghanaians at what is going on George then akoso ese mu na mo abem
nti bibia George mate
yo mate Sando George say mimpian fam ma dum so na mo hu say dum so na ba na say we power ai
Mami, I think say yeah, like I said, issues that they are discussing now. We cannot go on that partisan approach towards it. These are issues that here say you're dealing with, and I think some time doing so issue in MPP, we have tried our best not to politicize this issue. Yempeni for more when deal with energy and some idea. Even with our communicators, we have tried say this, even though we know say Yera Muhammad say na Yera another kind. He's known for one thing he do so. But we have tried not to even go on that aspect because you see, in my El Kosui and the Kojoba hey say the doom light no say Bianca say na wa press it initiate sui. Sanke doom light I mean you suppose say na ka white na ke Bianca beba. We pa share kwat mu say the light na ka say bia ya should appoint the cancel in tema man. Oh. Sando may na hard junior enya partisan politics I say ye could you look na make no ma come out. Hey. And drop me share video bia abaya bia onu so nyagopon adom. Job 133 ya yeru John the money promise ye ni sankebi. No ka say the akeka ni samuru ma eden apesi kebia or ye no like on any business ni juice business watermelon ni so bolo. And me cannot less than 100 bottles are leading the Asiago. Because Dumso Aseni Obian, in fact, that was the bottles couple of issue. Now they're not like officers. I can't say Obabe, you can put the baby. Yenya, ye mebuna more man. Ye more major man yet. 24 hours economy, ya ye whom bottom for cranushemi. Yasa boy, home money edis, can't say Eddie, yes, I could bottom. Say ye be their boy, and also so light as about behind. One more year word there, Juma. Some of fan cranum. Na say the lightning in Naso. Naso say me chow na car. Mami the effect is that I have to lay some of them off because a Juma mapuna my lightning you. Skabena means baby chomoka. Meaning says I can't buy them. Sakwan back account nefi. Aka that unemployment we know. So these things are not in your idea politics. But unim utie narrative ni be briaba. I don't know why they are trying so hard to make it look like you'll be doing. Why? Why are they trying to make it look? You see, we sympathize with them, but you say I want to say then about none was seminti in some or kind of position, and the offer internet at TikTok, ni Facebook, ni idea. Minister John Jinapo, honorable, ni some more kind of position. Omu platform ba ko NEC 360. Hey, oni esami je fiti wona te say omu kasa say yani e ba say na MPP 40 say yenya hwe de bo ma e yan kasa yen sem money na say yetimo pose Ghana for beda sum. Time na ye ka cho mu say e dum see because you see we acknowledge that the energy sector no has got some issues that we acknowledge. Internally say from time to time no we do our best to do some of these routine maintenance near the other where you bet me abwana places that transformers now overloaded no yetima then as the same to help with your friend is saying some of this capacity are 1 year there. So be kaya omoba being one of the things that NEC was quick to criticize MPP government and then kind of say manager for ECG Ira Dubik was that we have procured friend is saying nyoma a year too much. As in excess, transformers are there's not Ghana in here. Don't forget, say Ghana in yeah, transformers are using they are peculiar. And the transformers are with Makaso you can just go and buy it like on the market. You need to have a company that will manufacture it towards and I say tailored for young kind of energy yeah. So in order for you not to be stuck, no, you procure those things ahead. Or catch on go, especially when you have a routine program ahead and now more here to help our sector. No, now about 2 years, over 12,000 of them. Here, Rajnapo Ekache say it was in excess. Now Ghana 4 didn't need it, and then almost say or more yet then transformer CAC. Have they ordered transformers? Ababe Drew. The woman they share saying which transformers are they using? Into say what's now position? That's a man running nada. Partisan politics, cheap propaganda. Are they be or minor sembiano? The NDC want to capitalize on it. And the omo yes sir transformers you no. Transformers ben na wo use so. Transformers ben na wo use so. Into bon say no man obeto a. You know, I can say like instead of you to liaise with the ECG, be so almost say, oh, what are the reasons say this one was procured? Now your proper brief, you know, they wouldn't do that because give the dog a bad name and what and hang it. That is what they did. And the transformers are you see. Transformers ben na use so. Now I did back what young to say. So what shall now you see there's a shake up in Ashanti region. You have to directors for be near there. And there are some side directors for no. Has there been an end to doom so? What is the essence of that? Directors for now change on what like has it brought to that friend?
But directors no more since last year 2025.
That is what I'm saying. Inti sango for now one some film no and then the light Nigeria dundu mana. And you see so we share some of these are calls from party people on social media. And some people they think that some people are sabotage and maybe tie callers be on social media some of the NDC for narratives say obitimi share that say could not transform on no doom no. Na the background transform na could doom no. On the light reference like on the movie. Who would do that? Yen meso na pocket of places. Ye dum lights no. Did we say that was the NDC? Why would we want to apportion blames? Any question apportion blames instead of us to look at the situational comfort as we want to apportion blame so that it will take us away from the responsibility. And Ghanaians are far gone with some of these things. MAAME BIAMAH. This is not the time you bet me a day blame Agakomo Biabrai and like a wabemo. Like in any case, great command here say like I can't say man internet chain. What essence would that Yanka say so be negligence and I say be so be any responsibility say why yes our site say na my holding it to but and there you say on channel what is it going to solve? Papa no cables na nam alakasasana se no one in this can go to tell my that one man. In any case I know the money is on the annual leave. So what are we saying? Issues back up na say you discuss here. Let's look at the issues dispassionately. And I make me mbahana me friend doom so yet. But the fact is that the lights are going off. 8 in America no be na mo say mobile 24 hours like economy. 8 hours 6 hours you cannot even keep the lights on. 24 hours na mo say my bay. Lights be na you fanya say juma 12 o'clock ni 10 o'clock no. 24 hours market na mo see no. Na say you ba be dundum lights na say mobile be a portion of blames na rain a year ya. Woman wo muti jomo no. And I say one am feel say wo maka kwot na jomo no. Can you be na one phantoms and your man. So when we have some of these issues on our table, that's a discuss here. We should not politicize it. In any case, MAAME BIAMAH, what I am reliably informed, our government in young country is that Gridco, they are individual power producers where they like more lazy with to provide them So it is Gridco that tells these IPPs for instance, okay, we need this X amount of power and I'm providing for my now so young farmer cancel a I'm like ECG near there. So it's a good catch say be a first now maybe a 10 maybe a 10 yes exactly. That's and they can say be mama 6 what would the IBPs do? The fact is that sikeni why you debate ya san your money.
MPP for crowd the money locus kura say eba your electricity ho asem mo be can be because mo buy in 8 years mo anfa pim say kura ameka ho.
MAAME BIAMAH.
Yes.
This asem no obi obeka bia no e yehodo rather sem e yensem a enini na so. And you see yet like memoir. And you see for 8 years you run anado emo show down by 1 million votes first no. Wo ka wo mana to Ghana. Did that take away their sense of patriotism or I can't they being able to contribute to national issues? So what are they saying? The fact that Ghana for say MB before got an interest say that you intimate so that ya Ghana or Ghanaian article. We need to contribute because we are Ghanaians. In any case, what have they been able to do in this first year? In some of Ghana for what have they been able to do? Now me now could you say we need us to be what? There's something that you said. Responsible the opposition. Now I can't say why should you go and sit in the house and keep quiet? So that's no more can is neither here nor there. But on him just to friends demystify some of these like sessions no. That credit 2021 we added 202 megawatts amended face 2021 honum 1 week to the elections on the 19th of November boom we installed 200 megawatts capacity. It is there boom ko si say honum solar okro na vrongo minya ekrom wa na vrongo kalio me sa che no solar na 3 megawatts per. We added 15 to it. You are speaker back beneath room. Like so you see, these are just a few of the normal. Yeah. There are a list of them. But like I just want to mention a few to just debunk that, like a session of can say we didn't add one a to it. No. A ban is now buying and I say be a yaba been for 8 years. Now you're in far count. Who would even say that? But like in any case, what is happening has got nothing to whether we added something or not. Because in can't say like according to MAAME minister, no, it is not about saying can't say generation of the capacity. Generation capacity. What is happening has got nothing to do with that. So it's not even about San Komona Yedin. It's about management of the situation. Any day being what a friend is saying, efficient and prudent of it. And because IPP is for no, I have spoken to some energy experts. Not only says I like IPP is for no, because they deal with government. Sometimes you cannot get them to come and speak publicly. But the fact is that government is owing them monies and they've not been able to pay them. But like anyone say, a country here, and they say all our economic indicators are good. The macro indicators are better. Why are we owing some of these IPPs? And then mean talk gas and farm power. Yeah, plants are hold. Fuel, I can say LOC. I can say I know you're very saying I'm like expensive. No, mean to be fund generating. Economy now very resilient. Now like it has come to stay. No, and then you borrow 17 billion to pay salaries in this country. So this is the NDC we are dealing with. It should be about they don't want to apportion blame. But we are not going to go on that tangent of making a political score out of it. But you bet you almost say Omombe can crunch Ghana for. It is not about say you change directors will commercial lights neighbor so because and then you change your money and my. It is not about the fact that grid boss now or no you free honum. It wouldn't do anything to it. You see, there is a reason why they are in power. All that Ghanaians want from them is for them to fix the problem.
Yes. Judge.
MAAME BIAMAH.
We am
Oyema ye waha. Ena MPP free power. Ena containers omuka so omukra 2,300 containers. Ena eyiraye. Ana ye nyina na ye keke
na yampasa yirae
na yira na nyende
somo na mbaka sa yira na somo hu
na omo nyina o ni omo hu ya no ni omo hu ya omo kodu ani ebie ni ebi wa obekwa akoduru no listen masa wo kasa na me wa ha bra wo kasa na me wa ha
containers na meba o
ebi wa obekwa akoduru no mo abie so no mo yi no mo na gu fom
na wo port no mo ka sa yira
support one na omo fa omufa fe de be kwa do be no
eyira ko hen the same port no mo kan so mo ko e ne wo ho ko hen ne san ba fast
good a big say no mo say about 2,300 containers na omunya 1,000 of them in port ho about 1,300 no en na ye ya ma fe no bo so mo be kwa do be na esi ebie e da ha no mo asesa
de say na but a chire no be kan say
Omo anya
2,300 ni nyina e wo port.
Omo anya nyina na no mu say stores.
George wo Ghana ha.
Na stores ni bi tunton na ye de hia.
George wo Ghana ha say
me wo Ghana pa.
Mo NDC fo na mo be kan say containers na mo ka say ayira na fe do mo hu say wo port.
Anya containers ni nyina no mu hu yo. Up to date. O dia find out wo ba hu say mo ka so mo hu containers ni bi wo port wo. Ba anya containers ni nyina.
Oh okay.
Aha. Na me bra ketwe ke no obusa question bi say yes transformers ehin fa na yenya sa transformers no 2,500 transformers na say ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ejina wa oka so omo procure eno ni ne omo de sasesa no entine sa wa ante a and yes I corner
no come say Ghanaian belt.
God,
this container.
That was say 2,500 transformers. Two, again she wo akoso mbono. Me betra so far as o munye nchi obi amba ye no. Se ebia se minister bi anase bi obi abeka se MPP ni bi anase obi na ya me de me nko ho. Ba ne me ma beka ne se azatenwa no o mo se 3 transformers na she wo akase ne miensa azate no ana o ma fix mienu almost say by the end of this week na oma fix back na aka no na che say all the 6 transformers na ye adwuma ho no na asa start adwuma pepepe enti minim say soon by the end of this week there minim say kwan bia so no lights no besa start ho pepepe ye adwuma because said the ono aka no me nko politics but madam no minister beka wante o say 2 o ma fix it 2 so what they go no say by the end of the week no o me fix back na aka no na chese o no problem no na asolve say solve we are 2500 transformers no so o ma procure the aba no o mo de nyin o mo ba be fixing nyina so all ones ni nyina free ho na by the time anyame na adom o be fix sa transformers we nyina wie no me gidi see a light system no problem e wo bia no e be ko ama ye ho atoye media ni ame me asisi ane say ye be fix problem na aba no me hwe say me di blame no be ko akoma obi ananse me de be ma obi ba me ni ame me bompa say nyankopon mboaye by the end of maybe even say that by the end of next month dear say the ambetna se ne yensa mbe kan light one same biem every say NDC His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the first time na dia the opposition na ye light ye yure fee and no this time me anu time this time obi endo me count na me penifo no free flat staff house be bia okodu obi ani break digidigi because of light we wan asem enti wo ye penini wo ye DM wo ye hwan a wo be bia a say wo the light asem di diagrama NDC ni bia chiwa omo mfa nchew minua yi busa no obusa say omo se Grico CEO no nkotena nchen boss omo yi nedi omo se onkotena nchen no omo nya hwehwemu se omo ye hwehwemu wie hold on ene de ye betima ka bibia for the meantime the statement no man making no until my first statement no man making no until omo so onkotena se na omo hwehwemu so omo hwehwemu wie na so omo hu ni sipra ni omo beka ni omo be ya omo ne beka until ano na nya so omo yi na di me pa wo cho afei we say Ashanti region so omo transfer bi edibi kwa ha edibi ba eno kra de ni omo ache ene meka no kra na akire ene government bi obebe bia emfa NDC emfa MPP hu oba especially district directors field engineers o sampani fo no odi short time a obeba no transfer omo nyina fa ko different places transfer omo nyina minkasi yi omo edi o there be transfer wa ha no kwa ha ansa na obekwa akotena na sebi o so wadwumbo ni bia kra no a ansa na obe start na ye behunu ni ba bi efiri ba eni dia mfa hu se be ye MPP anansa be ye NDC transfer ni dia as so take place more po kakra we no maye there be memo mu minka so mu yi obi endi no said His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ka say nyina ye Ghanaians no fine me for ne dia no so but transfer ne dia as I say affect o nyina across the board every say mama ye ken me ebia me madwene mu me tie me ndwene de bi da se light be call off and ka ya ba betra say ye ken ye ka say wan hwa ka ye ntime nkasa ebia obego spark generator so na ebia na problem bi kra aba but light wo wa ma ye nyina ye free wo man ni mu enti wo we did light edibe ya politics no we your mambofo as I say both parties ni nyina hu say we ye omambofo as I see so wo so as I see ka say MPP ana NDC if say dia we light school ye light asem ye school asem sa no ma we enama oman no ko nanim enti na say ye wo obi betena so na say we NDC ni say because MPP ni na tesunti na wo ba bedum light no ama MPP dini mu asai anaze NDC ni na ba betena so na we MPP ni na wadwene say ma men ko dum light ma NDC dini say a enye NDC na wo ya no minu akitu eke say so obi ato no so bolo nyina egu sebi eno no na ye hwegu of last staff house so ana eye obi sika ketua bia wanya no asɛe no wode wo atena de ebia sɛ wo MPP ni a wo si de bia NDC dini insenti menka sɛ MPP fo na yo asɛm keke na meka na sɛ bia wo yɛfa sɛ watena sɛ NDC dini insenti wa yama obi ahwe ne dwetre nyinegu anase bia wo NDC ni wo sɛ MPP dini insenti wa ma mo ahwe o mo dwetre nyinegu at the end of the day no wo bo man no form enye say wo say party enye say bia wo pe party ye but wo bo o man Ghana form enti no matter it sense say ye entertain those things enti light ne de say o ma ka say o me fix minim say free nura o ko flash staff o me hu say light no asem no obi e ka obi e ni abre light no asem obi bibia ni flash staff house bia mo obo so obi ye o munyina oh since yesterday I was there. Yeah, no see for mama. No, enu anwa adwuma na obia eye. So the omo pese fix light no na minim say ye be fix it. Enti say we ye manager, we ye general manager, we ye wan yo. Ni ameda me wan betima aka kire obia so obia ngina ne nan so. Emo bi ma ye nche no because ye chiwa ye spell. Ye chiwa we your man before and yes say yeah party asem me da say MAAME BIAMAH yes yeah madam ase na madam mpenifo nyina so ase na madam NDC fo nyina ase say momma yengina ye nan so na yenya adwumaden ne yemfa ma party no every say party no e na de immediate government to me e wo oman mu ena moma yentwa yani na ne asase ye bia ebema omanfo no aye omode no moma yenya na enya omanfo no de light by affecting this ni affecting MPP ni affecting obia oman mu bia enti moma yembo ye ho mbode ne na yenso yama oman no engine ye ma oman ni si ya yenkola na beba be benefit enya ye mpo na ye na etiwe acha obi enu aye na etie ye obi enu ebedru 100 years ebe no nipa ne da ho wa obi mu ye po ye mpo ebia me bakitwe ya otiwe nkwa na be ho enti no ye nyina ye nya bibi kakra ebetima de aboa ye man na se de oman no ebe gine ye aboa ye dache me da MAAME BIAMAH me da se rapia MAAME
me dem me question kakra me pese ye mbisa ni se any for chain transformer na ye sense no scope no because MAAME BIAMAH say mo hapo ye infa aha ye infa abeka say like abeka dey na yes san kojo e ban say na me am work so ani like wutu say nyechi ho no me transformer call off into they should let us understand the scope e be at every time be an yes me who say ECG boss e dey let's be about to ja say bucket 1 bucket 2 o tie no kan dey na say MAAME BIAMAH ye be dan kan ma go 2027 e chiri kwa ye ga koto aba no why no bucket 1 bucket 2 bucket 5 mini bucket because 34 bucket dia they say o share date na la koda man so dia na say ye dey ma ko si 2027 e ti o kujo o pa ya ko tie press conference na why no ye be stre omo keka omo ho man na ade ye ko so enim NDC enim MPP e bia no chine bi wunwa bi da clinic na say oji la kayarisha ye dum light ama de o say doctor cry na eden wontu mponye ye be sre omo pa wo mo nyaman
meda sipi abusuafo ha ana discussion no ye de besi ye de aseda ene kabia ma enuanom George Kojo Indigibi o NDC communications team member and Afishan of Bright Opokubuama NPP communications team member enuanom ya dawroma ena we on be boy enchi doma ye de discussions no ebremo no ayebe madaroma mo fancheme intime NBA telephone lines no me aduma ya wada menemo ebeche Zeraka Senkoma production team Jordan Prima Abankro Magjero Sajumai Abdullah Dasmani and Alex Akwesi entry one e wiombo michidom mamidi jumedie besomo ya sede ni kabia Emma Kunu Ghana Limited no for the no one so bebre aba mema de ne dosun ewo mu bema wo low sperm count ni ade a Mr. K obeboa e na afenso no hunchun capsules so bia wo prostate disorder in tablet and so ye two BP ase Rababa zen person so ma edro Many ahodo na konlu for dia ba Nintimi mo apomde ho ban Sorry, ma abnamo we eba beje adwa no agi entatade yen akofie. Me do asepa meti for me texters and me callers nyina me damo ase. Mo je bre etie yen na bibia abawie ye asomdwe mo. Me din ede MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO. Meti me frema me soja biamzi 1. Frema mejo so me nam dijme din wo chia me da sipi makrao.